We now rejoin Ron and Fez's 1,000 Reasons to Hate Orlando. Reason 533.
It's the only city in Florida without a beach.
Reason 534.
The tallest building is Space Mountain.
Reason 535.
Former Mouseketeer, current slut, Christina Aguilera.
Reason 536.
Their giant killer whale, Delta Burke.
Reason 537.
Former Mouseketeer, current fat ass, Britney Spears.
Reason 538.
The Orlando Magic and Grant Over the Hill.
Reason 539.
It's just minutes away from Gatorland.
Reason 540.
All the police cars smell like Bobby Brown's piss.
Reason 541.
Gay days at Disney. Every day is gay day at Disney.
Reason 542.
The Backstreet Boys. Thanks a fucking lot, Orlando.
Reason 543.
Their Bible-inspired theme park. Yeah, that's what God wanted, his own roller coaster.
Reason 544.
In sync. Die, Orlando, die!
Reason 545.
El Jefe and J-Dubs.
Reason 546.
Inbreds.
We'll be back with more of Ron and Fez's 1,000 Reasons to Hate Orlando.
Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon you.
Only a Carpathian would come back to life now and choose New York. Tasty pick. Bonehead.
We were every bit the force. We live, we breathe, we sweat, we paid the price to be the best. Never been about the boys in the office. The boys that have gone out there night in, night out, doing everything they could to be the very best at what they chose to do in their life. Those boys are here tonight.
Well, I must have been away too long because my feelings are dead. I feel no remorse.
I only am who I am because I was born that way. I have a gift, and I'm trying to not be selfish about it, but to use it.
My job consists of basically masking my contempt for the assholes in charge. And at least once a day, retiring to the men's room so I can jerk off while I fantasize about a life that doesn't so closely resemble hell.
It's my house, and if you don't like it, get the fuck out.
Grab a dog. I choke him, and I kick the shit out of him. And I all day long, I put up a dog's ass. Just bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
Go back to bed, America. Your government has figured out how it all transpired. Go back to bed, America. Your government is in control again. Here you go, America. You are free to do as we tell you. You are free to do as we tell you. You are free to do as we tell you.
Sometimes shit happens, someone has to deal with it, and who you gonna call?
Oh, you guys like to tell jokes and giggle and kid around, huh? Giggling like a bunch of young boys in a school. Now, let me tell a joke.
And boom goes the dynamite. 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 And boom goes the...
The brother's gonna work
out. The brothers gonna work it 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 out.
Grab a dog. Grab a dog. Grab a dog. Grab a dog.
And boom goes the dynamite.
I gotta have more cowbell.
Buddies. It's the Ron and Fez show. I'm Ron, there's Fezzy.
Hiya, buddies.
Coming up a little later on, we'll be doing a little abortion we call Fez's Lock of the Week. I recommend you bet against.
This one I have never felt better about. This is it. This is the lock of the week.
You know, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm about one more day of rain away from just crying. Just absolutely laying down and crying. I saw this on the news today. If this was snow that we're having on the East Coast instead of rain, we'd have 96 inches of snow.
That's a scary thought.
Yeah. 96 inches. That's how much rain we've been pelted with.
Now people are having to dig out. Now it's people stuck on their roofs from the snow, not the flooding.
And, you know, in the city you have to walk around a lot. People carry umbrellas, and you're still going to get wet with an umbrella. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, I'm coming up 57th Street near work. Guy coming in the other direction, and he's in a, really nice suit, the tie, real Wall Street business type guy. And I could see that he's getting wet, and the wind was hitting him and making the umbrella go in and out. So his beautiful suit is soaked. And this guy had to be, I don't know, late 40s, early 50s. He's just trying to deal with it, and he just goes like this. And I go, this.
They're losing it on the street.
I know. And I'm like, homeless people don't scare me. The gangsters don't scare me. But when you see that Wall Street guy start to melt down, he's the guy that's going to start shooting people.
This is falling down. It's rain falling down.
Like an infant taking a fit.
Well, it's so frustrating because it's a windy rain, too.
And your
umbrella's going every direction.
I just gave him an easy, big boy, just to let him know if he's going to start swinging a knife around, I'm going to drop him.
Oh, my gosh, if this is Noah, we would probably have about, 31, 32 days of rain left.
That's about it.
We're getting right through this.
Of course, if it was Noah, my question would be, where did the animals shit? Where did they shit? That's the big story. Fezzy, good news. Paulie, our intern, back in after a scare. Come on in, Paulie. We got a call from him. He couldn't make the show yesterday, and it was 2 days right after. Hey, what excuses do you make up to get out of work?
Quite the coinky-dink.
Paulie, what was the big family emergency that kept you away?
I had to run my mom to the emergency room.
What happened?
You should have driven.
You called here 3 o'clock in the morning, though, right? So
yeah.
It happened in the middle of the night?
Yeah, it happened, 2 o'clock, 2:30-ish. She has a leg condition, and one of the veins in one of her legs just started bleeding, and there was like a puddle of blood.
Now, how does the vein bleed out? I mean, normally that would be like some kind of internal bleeding, right? The veins are exposed.
Where her legs filling up with blood.
Veins because she's had surgeries on her legs many times because she got in a car accident.
Let me just say this: raised veins, attractive. That's just my own personal thing. I know everybody's different. So go ahead.
She's a real MILF.
She hit it on the.
She either hit it
That's
or
a growth. That's a grandmother. So she hit it on something,
or it decided that. Of all the trauma that's been gone with all the surgeries and stuff like that, It was time to.
So you're freaking out.
Yeah.
You're the only one home with her? Just you and Mom?
No, actually, my uncle was there because okay.
It's Italians. You're all under one roof.
So yeah, basically.
His mom just wants him to call him his uncle. He has a lot of uncles.
Every night, a different drunk uncle comes home.
Legs up in the air, a vein popped.
Hey, Paulie, here's $1. Make sure there's some coffee here in the morning, would you, buddy? All right, thanks.
It's not a Bobo situation.
But I thought we were going to a Mets game.
Paulie, you're 30. Stop it.
Mom,
My vein!
My vein! Finally, the vein burst. All right, so everything's okay now, though.
Everything is fine.
Do we have You're So Vain?
So you had to sit up with her all night?
Pretty much, yeah.
Why do you act like you're still tired from this?
It's like,
you can't be fired. You're an intern. It doesn't matter to us.
But no.
Luckily for you, you do nothing. So that works out well when you need a day off.
You make me feel great about myself every single day I come in here, and I just want to thank you for that.
Well, you saved your mother's life.
Poor, he's been putting up with this horrible veins for the last 6 days.
When will the veins stop?
Just stop bleeding, stop. But you don't know because there's so much blood and there's a puddle of blood and everything. You just try
more vein in the forecast.
you're just trying to apply the pressures, wanting it to stop.
Yeah, I know. It's very hard for you in the life you have with Mama. Here's her theme song. And this is Paulie, of course, talking to the doctor.
No, wait. I'm the one who says things.
So what did they do? Same thing as always, tell her to stop drinking? Always comes back to that. You're going to have to stop drinking. You're killing yourself.
She's not a drinker.
Yeah.
And she doesn't do drugs or anything like that.
Who has to even say that?
I'm just saying.
My mom doesn't do drugs either. I just want everyone to know that.
I got to stay out of this pissing contest. On this one, I lose. All right, so everything's okay.
Everything's okay. I'm ready to...
everything's back to normal there in Far Rockaway.
No.
Here's your mom's favorite song.
You probably think this song is about you.
Ooh, my vein. Holy, get up here, the vein eruption.
I got the buckets. For
Get
your vein.
the bucket under the vein.
Vein,
Get the bucket under the vein. You're so stupid.
This vein is... This bucket vein is full.
No! Wait! I'm the one who says things.
So everything's okay now.
Everything's fine now.
Why don't you get it over with and throw her from the train?
Let me ask this. Was it blood coming out or tomato paste? Because I had my own theory.
I'm thinking it was blood.
Sauce. Mom, there's gravy. You're dropping gravy.
Quick, make pasta.
We're not that Italian.
No!
You couldn't walk into the party. You're bad vein.
All right, I'm glad everything's okay.
Thank you, sir.
Now, Fez, should we get your lock of the week out of the way now, or do you want to wait for Mark? Is it Jacobs?
Mark Lawrence.
Whatever.
You're close.
I think Mark Jacobs, radio guy. Not sure. Anyway, do you want to wait for him, Fez, or you want to get it out there and?
You know what? I think I'll get it out there.
All right, good.
I think I will go ahead and announce it now.
Right. So for everybody who wants to call their bookies and cancel if you do have this bet in.
All right, my lock of the week for this weekend is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Oh, God, no.
In the game of the week against number 1 ranked Southern Cal. That's the old days, Earl. That doesn't apply anymore.
Go, first watch 'em go.
All right, a bad 2 weeks. We turn it all around this week with the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I went through every game. This is the lock of the week. The Irish getting 12 points at home in South Bend.
Who are you, Regis? Is that where you are with this?
This just looks too good.
Is this you and Eastside Dave being drunk and singing Irish songs?
I am a Notre Dame fan, but this looks just as good in my brain as it does in my heart. Take the Irish and get the points at home.
Ugh. Awful bet.
This is it. Irish can put points on the board. This is it. This is the, USC may win, but it's going to be tight.
This is your worst pick, I believe, since you took Argentina in the Falkland Islands War, which was a gigantic mistake.
I thought they would fight for their sheep.
Nah, not that interested.
With sheep on the line, I thought they'd take it.
All right, so that's it, huh? The Fighting Irish. What time's that game on Saturday?
That's going to be 3:30 on NBC, 3:30 in the East.
Wow. It's just that USC has such a gigantic offense. You're not afraid of that?
Not afraid of that. No. They've had to struggle to come back against lesser teams. Of course, there is always with the USC the fourth quarter blowout that could happen.
I think it was the last 3 years that it's been an average of 31 they beat the Irish by. I know you're a trend guy, so there's a trend for you.
That's a whole new Notre Dame offense.
You're such a believer. You are such a believer. It's sad.
It's the Fighting Irish this weekend.
All right,
Lock of the week.
866 Ron 0 Fez, and by the way, that's 0 Fez. Also, how many locks of the week have come in? 866 Ron 0 Fez. If you'd like to email us, it's ronandfez@AOL.com. ronandfez@AOL.com. Here's John. John, you're on the Ron and Fez show, buddy.
Yeah, I like to make a bet with Fez here. It's the any game Fez wants to bet against. The stakes are this. If Fez wins, he gets to shave Harry's eyebrows.
I know. That's just crazy talk.
Can't bet other people's eyebrows.
You can't be part of that. As a matter of fact, one of your gentlemen bettors that you lost last week is coming in, the Blowhard.
The Blowhard is coming in today, and I'll have to look at him face-to-face after the Bucs lost to the Jets last weekend.
Always embarrassing, but I'll say this. Unlike a lot of people, I thought he won gracefully, where a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel the need to taunt after.
He is a gentleman. He is a big sweetheart to me.
And that is my worst thing, isn't it for you, Fez? Don't you just hate when people feel the need to taunt? Earl, you go the same way, right? You can't stand when people taunt you, right?
Oh, I'm a very great... I'm a very gracious winner and loser.
You really are. You really are. Hey, Jim, you're on the Ron and Fez show, buddy. What's happening?
Hey, Jim.
Yo, Fez, I cannot believe you just cursed the Irish. How
I
could
hate
you do
that too, Fez.
I have not cursed the Irish. You watch
cursed
this
the Irish.
weekend.
You have not won a lock of the week in the last 3 weeks.
And I think I speak for the rest of the country that we're a little sick of USC. They had their run. It was plenty. You've gotten all the glory that any one school should get. It's time to move it around a little bit. And then they catch a break like this, Fez betting against them.
The curse is broken this weekend.
And I'm starting
USC does not cover the 12 points against the Irish.
I'm starting to remember that with this rain, I've never once in my life seen you on a dry day. It seems like wherever you're at is where it's raining.
I've known you for years. We've seen plenty of dry days.
Not one.
Yes.
Not one. Every day is the movie 7.
This cloud is not over my head.
Edward, you're on Ron and Fez.
Fez.
Yeah, buddy.
You're crazy. I mean, I'm not a USC fan, but I do live in the LA area, and their offense is just too much. If all these games have been played, if these were first half games, USC would be out of the rankings. But USC has shown that they get their shit together and they adjust. Pete Carroll just lets the offense run. The defense just rises to the occasion. They might be traveling across the country, but I honestly believe they might not cover. It might be a 10-point game. So if you're saying that...
Yes, he's going with the points.
That's what I'm saying.
This is a real pick.
Yeah, Southern Cal will not cover. They will not beat the Irish by 12 points.
And you're just cocksure of it right now.
I am totally sure of it. I mean, have you ever just looked at the spreads running, the sheet in the paper?
Sure.
And then all of a sudden one game just starts kind of glowing and pulsating at you, and you just sit and you go, that's the one, baby?
No, I've never had a stroke, so I don't know what that feels like.
That's the feeling.
Stroke?
It's stroke-ish.
Ugh, just ridiculous. My problem is, Fez, whatever you bet, the other comes in. That's what freaks me out. That's what freaks me out.
Here's where I turn my luck around this weekend. And I bet the sun starts shining as soon as that game's over.
Just taunting him, Earl. You're just taunting him.
Let him go. He has one last day to do it.
Yeah. There's Fez's song. He's just a happy in the rain guy. That's it. He doesn't realize he's bringing bad news.
I'm just kicking in puddles, splashing along down the sidewalk with my lock of the week. Notre Dame getting 12.
My head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun.
You're going to look like a nut if you did yourself some talking to the sun.
Hey, Fez, here's a bit of, it's an anniversary of sorts, and I had no idea it was this long. 18 years ago, it was 18 years ago today, that baby Jessica got stuck in that well in Midland, Texas.
Wow. When a nation gathered around a well.
Now, the weird thing is she's still down there, so Godspeed. Godspeed, honey.
I thought she would have grown herself out by now.
A nation's prayers are with you, baby Jessica. Well, actually, 21-year-old Jessica.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. So I wonder what she looks like now. She's probably put on like a lot of Midland, Texas weight so she doesn't get stuck in a well anymore.
You never seen her?
Uh-uh.
2 words, buckethead.
Oh, gosh.
Actually, that might be just a compound word. I'm not sure. But apparently her little head was stuck in a bucket down there when she fell.
Oh.
So it's just shaped like a bucket now. It's like what the Chinese people do with their girls' feet when they bind them.
I think it took 58 hours to get her out of the well.
By the way, did you ever see those Chinese women that the parents keep their feet so tiny so they're like a size 2?
Oh, yeah.
And it just warps the feet? It's so sexy. I don't know what it is.
Sexy?
About a bound Chinese girl's foot, but it just works for me.
It's just a mangled paw is what it is. I don't see why they consider that attractive.
I want a foot to look like the bottom of a pool cue when I'm looking at it. I want it that small.
I would think some big dogs with nice straight toes would actually be more attractive.
Oh, that's what you want, big man feet.
than a gnarled fist that used to be a foot.
Are you trying to turn everybody on? Stop it. I don't like it when you're in here talking sexy.
This is not sexy talk, trust me.
Fred, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey.
That's good.
Hey, Fred, what do you got?
Hey, I agree with Fez's lock of the week, except for one part of it. Notre Dame will upset USC.
You're going an outright win, and that's what you're pulling for, too, right, Fez?
I would love to see an outright victory.
Everybody would. Everybody would. That's
yeah.
why it hurts to see you pick SC. And it's not that people like the Irish. It's just enough of the Trojans. Just stop the constant winning. Make a sport out of it for people.
When Nick Lachey became best friends with Matt Leinart, the USC quarterback, then it's way too much.
There's some, and I don't read the gossip, the glossy gossip magazines that are out there now, but there is like a million, and they're just lined the streets. They put them up so you can't help but see what they look like. And there's one that has a picture of Nick and Jessica, and it says separate bank accounts, separate bedrooms, and it's the headline is like, when will this farce end? They're just totally furious that apparently these two kids are trying to work it out.
I love it when it goes from speculation to anger.
Yeah.
Cruz impregnates Holmes. Who you kidding?
Yeah. They're just not going for it. Here's Tracy. Tracy, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah, buddy.
Want to ask Fez, what color is the number 12 in his world?
What would the color 12 be?
Well, I don't do double-digit numbers.
But a 1 and 2.
A 1 and a 2, you'd have a white 1 and a blue 2.
So a white and blue.
White and blue.
You're getting white and blue this week.
Maybe I should have gone with Penn State against Michigan.
You know what? You're laughing, but that's exactly how gamblers think. You know, a gambler will go like this. Hey, I just heard the guy behind me burp. I got to put it down on the 3-horse. They have all these fucking, what they consider signs, and not one of them works.
Just looking for a symbol, a lucky sign anywhere.
No, I just remember growing up, when everyone would play numbers, and they just go, I got hit by a 2x4, so I'm going to play the 2 and the 4.
Right.
In a combo. And
I wish I had an X.
I'm like, crazy talk.
And that's before the state took it over, and it was, the numbers game used to be kind of fun because the guy would walk around the neighborhood. It was much more of people would discuss the numbers. Now, with the lottery, you just go to the 7-Eleven. It's not the same thing at all. And no one gets beat up when their number doesn't come in. But it is really ridiculous the way a gambler will think. Here's my favorite thing that people do all the time. If I'm saying, like, hey, I'm going out to Vegas, friends and neighbors will go like this. Hey, here's $100. Put it down on black. And I'm always like, well, there's an extra $100 for me. I will sit around and collect from these idiots, and nobody comes in. I left one time with $450. Not one of them hit.
Yeah, was that my 100 or your 100 that came in?
Not going to happen. That's tip money.
And it's hysterical because people will line up just to hand you money.
It's just ridiculous why they would have the trust of someone going to a place that just inhales money.
My brother Corky, one time when we went to Vegas,
yeah,
when you and I went to Vegas, he hands me $10 and he goes, "Play this in the slot machine for me."
Yeah.
And I said, "What am I doing? Bringing you home a cup full of quarters?"
Right. It's going to be like, I lost 1,000, but you're up 100. That's not going to happen. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I was going to say, what's the odds that a certain 21-year-old has 21 shots for her birthday and stumbles and falls in a well?
Falls in a fucking well.
Punch it out.
That would be so ironic.
These idiots now, it's become some kind of a cool thing to do 21 shots on your birthday. And this one kid apparently never had drank before. So he does 21 shots and dies.
Pick the right time to try it.
Smart. You're better off lining up 21 bullets, you non-drinking son of a bitch. Hey, Steve. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Yeah.
Baby Jessica did, FHM on Maxim probably, 2 years ago.
All right, try to find me those pictures, Bobby.
Oh, there's maybe, 1 or 2 pictures. She was really cute.
I'm sure she was. Any kid who falls in a well is going to grow up to be adorable.
Was she showing the missing toes in the pictures?
She lost her toe?
Was just looking all hot.
I don't even remember that.
She lost, I think, her toes or part of her foot because when she went down the well, her leg bent behind her, so the circulation was cut off for that 60 hours she was down there.
What?
Talk about those pins and needles of your foot falling asleep.
I seriously almost went down on that one, Fez. That one almost got me. Well, I hope she spends the night binge drinking, even though 60 Minutes and the Today Show tells us not to binge drink. Now, in my family, you know what we used to call binge drinking?
What's that?
Drinking. That was we had no idea that there was another way to drink. And I was thinking about this. When I was a kid, if any of the uncles came over, the first thing was shot if they came into your house. You never go in anyone's house anymore, and then they go, "Hey, let me get you a shot and a beer."
No, doesn't happen.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell was with that family. They must have just been shot doing sons of bitches.
Never happened in my house. The liquor was hidden away.
Sometimes I think I was raised in a frat. When I start to really think about the amount of drinking that went on, keg always on tap. There's a bar there. Yeah. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Fez, I think this was probably your best pick of the year. I'll tell you why. 2 weeks ago.
The people are behind me, Ronnie.
USC had a real rough time with Arizona State.
True.
Arizona State should have won that game, actually. And last week, it was pretty damn close up until the end. So I think they're due to fall. I think not only will they not cover, I think they're going to fall, period.
Well, it makes you wonder how many more times they can escape. They can pull off that act.
Not only that, Reggie Bush got injured last week. Have you heard if he's back?
I don't know if Reggie Bush is back. We'll ask Mark Lawrence when he's
He got taken out
on.
last week. He hurt his knee or something.
Mark Lawrence knows everything that Fez doesn't. Fez, I will only say this, and I can't believe it, I'm saying it. I'm really rooting for you this week.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Normally, I want you to lose, but I would love to see that Irish upset. For you, for Regis, and for every pathetic Irish backer all these years.
With you believing in me, there's no way I can fail, Ronnie.
All right, now that screws me up again. Now I'm going against you.
I'm going splashing in puddles again. I feel good about this.
Here's Dave. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Dave, what you got, buddy?
Hey, I just emailed you over the baby Jessica pictures from FHM.
All right, I got it at ronandfez@AOL.com. I'm checking it. First of all, she's not cute. She's a fucking bombshell.
Really?
I cannot believe it. Fez, I don't think you can turn that computer around if you want to just take a run. She is unbelievable.
Yeah.
My only problem here is let's get that top off. That's what I hate about these new men's magazines. I want to see some nudity.
Yeah, you see the ones in Europe, the same magazine in Europe, they're all naked.
Yeah, that's the way I should be living in Europe right now.
That photo is actually a hoax. That's not really baby Jessica. Stuff magazine did it as a bit.
Oh, that's funny. Then that's funny. So where's the real picture?
Oh, I can't find one. I'm looking for one.
Oh, okay. So this definitely is not real.
Yeah, that's the one from Stuff Magazine, and it was a bit. They don't even use her real last name. They change it up.
Oh, okay, cool.
Simpson.
All right, that's very funny, though, because I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. Because I'm like, how the hell did she grow up to be this hot?
That's Midland, Texas hot.
Yeah. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Good.
I just wanted to let you know that I must be one of the lucky ones there. Gave my uncle $20 about 10 years ago to go to Reno, and he brought me back $3,500.
Yeah, I'm sure you're one of the lucky ones. Because it wouldn't have
Yeah.
happened with me. I would have came back with $3,500. That would have been the lucky deal. Now, what did you bet on?
He put it in a dollar slot for me.
In the dollar slot, and off you went with $3,500.
He had 25 spins.
Now, what did you buy him?
I actually gave him $500 off the top.
$500. That's all?
Yeah.
You should have at least broke half for him.
Yeah, he took everybody out to dinner and everything else. So yeah, I figured $500 off the top, paying everybody for dinner. That's enough.
Well, you're the one that should have been taking everybody out for dinner. You're the lucky
Well,
winner.
I did pay for it out of that. It was like a $4,000 cut.
All right. See you later.
Hear that, everyone? We're going to Sizzler. Salad bar included.
I'm telling you right now, that uncle of yours is a keeper. That's like giving money to Jesus, as far as I'm concerned, coming back with your winnings. I've never heard of such a thing.
That's a story you'd hear about Abraham Lincoln, who
Right.
walked 10 miles to return a dime.
I'm telling you, one time I remember Fez got drunk in Vegas, and he woke up, and I was going through his wallet. And I love the guy. But, you know, you get in a whole different mindset when you're out there.
You told me I was dreaming.
Well, whatever. The point is this.
That was real?
Yes, but you got to hang around with me. You got to stand out front of a whorehouse. You had a good time.
Fortunately, I had $3 left so I could eat at the buffet all week.
Hey, Fez, great news. You're gonna guard the car at the whorehouse. It's gonna be a lot of fun for you. I gave you a comic book.
Leave the keys.
Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
You were just talking about 21 shots on your birthday. I was curious if we could give Earl 41 shots on his.
Oh, wow.
Rough.
White people are so scared of black people.
And really, that day, really scared.
Yeah. Not the way you want to go into a weekend, Earl. Sorry.
41 shots, Earl.
Oh, Matt.
Sorry, buddy. I hate when stuff like that happens.
Yeah, what would he gonna do?
And you know what? It's not a perfect world we live in.
Ain't that the truth?
It's not a perfect world. Karl Rove testifying today?
Yeah, he had to go in front of the Securities Exchange Commission.
Why now? Why that one?
Oh, that's Rove. I got him and Frisk mixed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Karl Rove back to the grand jury, I think, today.
And that's because he's telling where our spies are.
Yeah, fourth time, I think. Fourth time he's talking about his leak.
Fourth time I'd be breaking. I did it. I don't know why I did it.
It looks like there is an air valve on the back of Karl Rove's neck, and someone is blowing air into his head. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
All right, look at that picture that just popped up there. The latest poll that came out for an approval rating of President Bush with just African Americans came in at 2%. 2% of African Americans have a positive feeling about the President of the United States.
It seems like that's not even possible. It must be Colin Powell and Condi.
Well, I mean, you're looking at this, 2%. There's going to be 2% retarded black people out there. Basically, right now, he's just got the retarded black vote. Earl, where do you fall in? You part of the 2%?
Hell no.
No, 98%?
He doesn't even drink 2% milk.
98 degrees?
Yeah, I'm part of that overwhelming 98% majority who hate his guts.
The president pulling blink numbers right now with black Americans. Hey, Matt, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, got a question there for you.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to stop kissing Mark Lawrence's ass and finally call him on his awful record in the playbook every week?
I don't read the playbook.
Well, I can tell you right now, the other week he went 1-8. Last week there, Fezzy, he went 2-6-1. Stop kissing his ass and call him out on it.
I had no idea this, Fez. You followed this guy, right?
Yeah, I use the playbook to check his trends.
Yeah.
I don't usually use his power plays.
So why are you using a guy who's going 2-6 and 1-7 and all this?
Because using this playbook has actually helped me in my own gambling more.
But you don't win. That's the problem. How is that helping you in your gambling if every year you come up a big loser?
I stay closer to even.
Yeah. What is it, Bobby?
I was using Mark Lawrence picks when he was on Covers.com.
Yeah.
And he would make these outrageous claims like he's 17-0 in system plays. What he would do, how he would disguise it, is he would put a new stipulation for every bet, so he would be 5-0 on system play, 3-star, whatever picks, and whatever he lost, he'd just throw out the whole stipulation of the bet. So he would just pick the games he won and make that his system plays.
How did you do when you gambled along with him?
He won 4 in a row.
Yeah.
And then lost 16 of 19, and we all took a tremendous hit. Lost thousands of dollars on Mark Lawrence. He had this cheesy picture on...
By 12 or 13, why didn't you stop?
Why do I have the feeling this is his last time on our show today?
I was actually talking to my cousin today. He goes, "Have you called out Mark Lawrence?" I was like, "Well, I haven't got an opportunity, and I haven't really been, because I haven't been gambling. I try to quit.
Right.
I haven't been following it, so I really have no leg to stand on with calling him out. But I know how he does. In college basketball, he picks Oklahoma every week, and they never cover the spread, or they get hammered.
Here's what you got to do, my friend. You want to get back on top?
Yes.
Double down. You got to double down.
I
keep digging that hole deeper and deeper and deeper.
Well, right now there's no hole, but maybe we can make one, and then I can get out of it.
All right, Fez, not only are you taking a beating here today, but so is your hero.
Now, the stuff that we've talked about on the air,
yeah,
I would say the stuff he's picked on the air on this show has been fairly reliable. I think last week he probably
fairly reliable is not what we're looking for.
2 weeks ago, he nailed everything he said.
Okay, that's more than fairly.
Yeah, and then last week, I think he was about half and half.
All right, so you're defending him. You're
yeah.
on his team. Yeah. All right. This is your segment. I just don't like the fact that you're dragging everybody down to your degenerate lifestyle. That's what's freaking me out.
I think last week he screwed up on Philadelphia, the Eagles, at Dallas, but he did call New England, and he called Penn State.
All right. Here's Jeff. Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, listen, Fezzy.
Yeah, buddy.
I know you're a big Notre Dame fan, but have you ever actually been to a game up there in South Bend, Indiana?
I've never been to a game in South Bend. I'm going to be like the dad and Rudy, the one time I finally walk in the place.
How's that, Fez? How did he act for all of us who don't watch Rudy every afternoon?
He was so excited. He almost started crying. It was the finest sight his eyes had ever seen.
Right. Why did he suddenly have an Irish accent if he's from Chicago? I hate that fucking movie. That is the biggest male chick flick movie of all time.
I love it.
South Bend is probably the biggest shithole on earth. I mean,
so
I
is
know
their football program.
There's a lot of great college towns out there, but I don't know how a good college like Notre Dame ever planted itself in such an abomination. It is awful.
All right, what your problem is? The town itself, or the
or the stadium?
No. It's just the town itself. I mean,
it's pretty close to Chicago, though, right?
Yeah.
It's about 2 hours away from Chicago.
Oh, I had no idea. I thought it was
closer.
Much closer than that.
No.
So when you hang out in that town, because normally if you go to a college town, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. That's right. I mean, here in wonderful Indiana, we have IU, which is down in Bloomington, very nice, and Purdue and Lafayette. That's not much better, but just the placement of such a great school. That's for you, Fezzy. It's just a shithole. Is all I can say. I actually have to go up there for business about 4 times a year, and just absolutely dread the entire.
You sound like you got chased by some frat guys.
Fez taking a beating today. Everything, his picks, the town of South Bend, everything that there is.
I'll be speaking to the Chamber of Commerce of South Bend over this.
The film Rudy, big male chick flick, any movie that sets it up where the guys have to cry is a chick flick, in my opinion.
I got so moved when he sat there. He finally got into Notre Dame and just started crying on his letter. I went to see that movie alone because I knew I was going to start crying, and I sat up against the wall in the theater.
All right, let me just ask you.
Yes.
As Earl says, ask you. You're not Irish, right?
Right.
You're not Catholic.
No.
You're not from Indiana.
Not.
You did not attend the school of Notre Dame.
No, never even been there.
What is your connection to Notre Dame and that you would cry watching Rudy?
I just really love the tradition of the school. I love that old school thing.
All right, this got just every school. Then you should love Yale. You should love Harvard. Just love every old school. Actually, most college towns, like I was just saying before, they're always pretty cool. I don't care where you go. Athens, Georgia is very cool. Austin's very cool. I actually was in Bloomington before. It's a great place. just a lot of fun. State College, Pennsylvania.
That's
Cool.
a great place. Boulder.
All right, we just got handed this from Harry that GQ magazine named the top 25 male chick flicks. And that's basically of everything that you hate a chick flick for, but this is just for guys. And let me see, Rudy shows up at number 11. Now, I will say this, and I'll take the bullet on this. My favorite male chick flick is in there at number 5, Brian's Song.
Oh.
When Brian Piccolo gets sick, and Gail Sayers gets the award and tells everyone that he loves Brian Piccolo, forget about it. You will cry like an infant. You will cry like you have colic. That's how much you'll be crying watching that movie.
It's just such a tough watch knowing what's going to happen.
All right, let's go over some of these. Old Yeller comes in number 10. Who cried at Old Yeller? Come on. Hands up.
No, I
Hands
did.
up. Yeah, we all cried
Yes.
at Old Yeller. And scene. Whew. Meatballs, ladies and gentlemen. No, that wasn't meatballs. That was Stripes. Stripes, yeah. Coming at number 9, Jerry Maguire. Jerry Maguire. I don't remember crying at Jerry Maguire.
No.
Other than the fact that I wasted money watching it. That was where I cried. Talking about male chick flicks, if you want to get into this, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Fezzy, any movie ever make you cry before? Ever, you just can't hold it back? You can't watch it?
I'm trying to think other than Rudy. Ones that I've really lost that would be considered male chick flicks, because I lose it at a lot of chick flicks.
Is that right?
Yeah. Still Magnolias.
Yeah, that's a chick flick, though.
Gets me going, yeah.
This is a male chick flick, so it's like a guy's film that is hidden. And I'll throw this up here. I don't think this made the list, but I'll throw it out there, and it's a great film, Platoon. But Platoon does the thing where you could tell these guys all love each other and stuff, blacks and whites, they come together in Vietnam. And there's even a scene that they're all dancing to Motown together. And that's when, to me, that's always like a chick flick thing, that they'll find a reason to bond and dance to Motown. And they actually do that in Platoon. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Here's Mike. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez. How you doing?
How you doing, buddy? Good one, Earl.
All right, it's...
They're just dancing around with their shirts off, smoking pot, blowing shotguns into each other's faces. They're all but saying, I love you. What do you got for us, Mike?
All right, the movie The Truman Show, when he's pounding his fist against the wall.
I will say this about Jim Carrey. He tries to male chick flick it quite a bit. He did that Mystic movie where he's all... his eyes are all watered up. The one where he was the lying lawyer that turns around and finds out that he loves his son.
Right, liar.
Yeah, anytime that a guy in a movie decides that that he really does want to be a father, you know what I mean? That deal always comes down. Or there's more important things than his great car and his job. That's a male chick flick. Tom Cruise is always getting into that, Fez.
Very weepy. I guess that's the scene they're talking about, Jerry Maguire. You had me at hello.
Yeah, but see, to me, that's the chick doing it. I'm looking to see if Top Gun is even in here, because that was kind of a male bond. Yeah, Top Gun comes in at number 8. And that is a male chick flick, where him and Iceman suddenly want to be each other's wingman. It's a very fucking uncomfortable scene. Peter, you're on Ron and Fez.
What is?
Hey, buddy.
What's going on? I got one for you. Field of Dreams. For some reason, when his dad asks him to have a catch,
Yeah.
I turn into an infant instantly.
Field of Dreams comes in at number 1.
Hi. Thanks, guys. Almost as what?
Hi. Just wanted to thank you folks for putting up this field, letting us play here. I'm John Kinsella.
I'm Ray. My wife, Annie. This is my daughter, Karen. Karen, this is John.
Hi, John.
Hiya, Karen.
Fezzy, would you take it? I'm a little weepy right now.
That one's rough.
I'm weepy like a bitch.
That one's rough, and it's topping that list of top male chick flicks.
And I know you never played catch with your dad because neither one of you can catch. Was that difficult for you to watch that, knowing that you and your father, neither one of you can catch or throw a baseball?
We had to have another father and son explain it to us, what was going on at the theater.
Because you both went, ooh, playing catch.
Someone's going to get hurt throwing that thing back and forth.
Fez, this would be like another time that, let's just figure, if you could go back in time and just one more time, shop for ascots with your dad.
Oh!
That's what it meant to the rest of us. 866
Brooks Brothers.
Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Hey, Matt, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good, pal.
Good. Hey, this is probably a little more of a chick flick than it is a guy thing, but The Notebook.
Yeah, that is just a flat-out chick flick.
Nah, come on, I really enjoyed it. I teared up a little bit.
I'm sure you did because you're a woman, and that's fine. Enjoy yourself.
Hey, listen, I cried a little bit, and it got me laid, so, yeah, I can't bitch, right?
All right, that's a whole different thing. You probably got laid by your own wife, and I'm not impressed with that. When a guy acts like, hey, I got laid last night, I'm going, well, you've been married for 15 years, so... I know Paulie, our intern, any movie where a mom's veins burst, that gets him flowing. Niagara Falls! Niagara Falls!
It just hits too close to home for him.
Yeah. Maybe that one, kind of a male chick flick. Scrooged?
Oh, yeah.
With Bill Murray?
I think so.
Yeah.
I know I missed up at Armageddon, where...
oh, let me guess, the cookie scene? The animal crackers across her belly?
Don't waste those cookies.
Across her humps, her female lumps.
When Bruce Willis was thinking his life was flashing in front of his eyes as he gave up his life for his daughter's fiancé.
Well, that wasn't his life flashing in front of his eyes. That was his post-life. That's everything that happened, right? Afterwards, didn't we see the wedding and all that then?
I thought, yeah.
Oh,
well,
he saw her as a little girl?
Yeah, he was like pushing her on a swing, or they were running down a hill or something.
Yeah. Well,
and then it went into that.
Well, first of all, that's like what any man wants to do is die making his daughter happy, and then this son-in-law has to know the rest of his life he's fucking number two. No matter what happens, where are you gonna measure up with this guy? And any fight they have, my father saved your life, and this is the way you treat me. He pulled your air hose out.
I would have told a totally different story when I got back to Earth. Your father went nuts. I had to put him down. Or he endangered the mission, actually.
Well, didn't he get to talk to her? Remember when she put the hand up against the thing?
Oh, that's right, yeah.
That was one manipulative fucking movie all the way through.
Then in the music video, they took out Bruce Willis's face and put in Steven Tyler's. So she actually had her hand up against her own dad's mug.
I don't get MTV, so I'm going to have to take your word on that one.
It was good. A lot of scenes from the movie in it. That's what I like in a music video.
Hey, Chris, you're on Ron and Fez. And this was the only Aerosmith song, I think, ever to go to number one. This piece of shite. All right, hold on, Hook.
Ready for me?
I love you, son.
I love you.
Hey, Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, like Friday Night Lights. That scene at the end where Tom McGraw put after being an asshole through the whole movie, put his championship ring on his son's finger after they lost the game.
Yeah.
I'm crying even thinking about it right now. I'm punching out. I'm going to crash and cry.
To me, Friday Night Lights made look like living in Texas the worst possible thing. When these guys are talking around, you peak at age 18.
Is there a good day?
Let me see if Friday Night Lights made the list. But almost any of these we came together as a team movies definitely should make it, you know? Because anytime, like, it starts out, you don't think they're going to be a team, and then they are.
Right, and they're just weird enough for this to work.
Yeah. Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan.
All right, Saving Private Ryan, everybody always acts like, oh, man, that initial battle scene. And it was. That was a really kick-ass, freak-out scene. But after that, it slowly comes about male models passing away, and that whole live a good life for me thing. It's very male chick flicky.
Very pretty deaths.
Yeah. Here's Paul. Paul, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, how about the Champ?
You know what? I'll say this. I've cried at 2 different versions of the Champ. The Wallace Beery version from the 30s and the John Voight version from the 70s.
I know. Every time I watch it, it just makes me fall like a little baby. Oh, God.
Yeah. That's one of those things where you try to make sure when you go to the movies you got sunglasses with you. Throw a pair of sunglasses on, walk out. You're not even talking to your chick about it.
Why are you wearing those in a dark theater?
Shut up. Just shut up.
Take your glasses off. I think you're going to miss this.
Shut up. I got to find a phone. I'm going to call my dad. I'm going to drink a lot and call my dad. Let's see what made number 2. Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, that was a weird scene at the end when they're just together, trying to build a boat.
Right.
Just a white guy and a black guy down in Mexico working on a resort together.
I cried when the fat guy lost it being in his cell.
Sure.
The first night.
That character's name was Fez, and it was based on a true story. And it wasn't so much when Fez went to jail, but when he went to day camp. Here is Anthony. Anthony, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Yeah.
Glory.
I cried at that movie when the South eventually lost. That's the part that really had me bawling.
Ouch, it hurts.
Yeah, Glory. Any movie where everybody that you've grown to like over the course of a film gets killed. But they all go out together acting like, even though we know we're going to die, I'm glad that we all had this experience together.
It's just a sign of doom. You know they're not going to make it.
Number 3 on this list, Hoosiers. Yeah, same thing. Sports movie. We don't think we can do it. We all come together. The sum of its parts, Fezzi, are better than any one of us.
Nice. Well said.
That's always what works. Ordinary People, I consider that chick movie. Swingers, male chick flick. Yeah, the guys did kind of like each other more than they did their women. There's no doubt about that. It was more about male bonding than anything else. Let me keep it going. We said to Jerry Maguire, Old Yeller. Midnight Cowboy, please. At the end, on the bus, if you're not crying, you're not even a human being. You're not even a human being if you're not crying. What happens to Dustin Hoffman? Lord of the Rings, I don't even know what the hell that was. I never watched them.
They had a fellowship. I guess because it was all guys working together to save Middle Earth, but I wasn't emotionally moved by it.
I consider that more of a baby flick than a chick flick. Diner makes the list. Rain Man, same thing. Shane, sure. Longest Yard, that works. About a Boy, to me that's just a chick flick. Apollo 13. Yeah, most of these movies are more about us buddies. It's more about the guys being together more than anything to do with the chicks. All right, we're going to take a break here. What time are we having Mark Lawrence on, Fez?
Is it noon, Earl?
Yeah, straight up noon.
All right, straight up noon. So we'll take a break here. Fez, I'll let you talk to him, and Bobby will give him one more week, okay? But I want you to write everything down that he says. He and Fez talk a lot of shit on here, and I just want to make sure that he's taking the same heat that Fez does. Now, Fez, you put this guy on a pedestal, right?
Yes, I do.
He can't make a mistake.
No, he's got all the info. I've never seen anyone with more information provided.
Would you say you have a male crush on him?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, there's a little something there.
There was a thing today with on the Today Show about male crushes where is like a guy that people like to be around or other guys get excited to see. And everybody on the Today Show is like, no, definitely not. All the guys. And then I thought about here, Anthony. Everybody wants to make Anthony laugh.
That's true.
Everybody wants to have that moment with Anthony.
But here's Mark Lawrence's picture on the cover of his playbook.
He looks just like Brett Favre.
Yeah, he looks like he should be
I'm looking at Brett Favre.
No, up here.
Oh, I see. I don't know what you want me to say, Fez. He looks like a guy.
That's Jerry Glanville good looks.
So he's attractive, is he?
Yeah, he looks like he should be coaching.
I wouldn't know. The only way a guy looks attractive to me if he looks exactly like a woman. And then I'll go, oh, yeah, he is pretty good looking. All right, we'll take a break. It's Fez and Mark Lawrence next. going through a little male bonding. It's going to be uncomfortable, but at least there's gambling involved. Ron and Fez Show.
On the other side of the sun, there revolves a planet similar to our own. Except this is a world of paradoxes and backwards logic. This is a world of complete opposites. This is a world known as Earth 2.
On Earth 2, dinosaurs wiped out the asteroids.
Earth 2.
On Earth 2, Don King's hair is soft and manageable.
Earth 2.
On Earth 2, the Red Cross takes away food and clothes from disaster victims.
Earth 2.
On Earth 2, Christopher Columbus discovered Europe.
Earth 2.
On Earth 2, Michael Jackson puts Coke in wine bottles so he can have sex with adults.
Earth 2.
On Earth 2, garbage men drop off trash at your house.
Earth 2.
On Earth 2, in 1996, Olympians bombed Eric Rudolph's house.
Earth 2.
On Earth 2, Tara Reid is in every night by 9 p.m.
Earth 2.
On Earth 2, Jesus claimed to be more popular than the Beatles.
Earth 2.
On Earth 2, you're full 1 hour before you eat Chinese food.
Earth 2.
On Earth 2, Bob Vila shows you how to break things around your house.
Earth 2.
On Earth 2, Russell Crowe politely hands the phone to people.
On Earth 2.
All right, buddies, it's Friday, the very beginning of the gambling weekend. Fez decided to give his weekly shit the bed lock of the week. Bet against it. What do you got this week, Fez?
Lock of the week this week, Notre Dame at home getting 12 against Southern Cal.
I would believe you more if, with this bet, that you had thought it out if you weren't wearing the dumb Irish hat. That's the only thing that bothers me.
I believe in my pick, Ronnie.
I know you do. You do every week, and every week you fail.
2 bad weeks in a row. Here's where we turn it around.
Yeah.
Here's where I'm a new man
Right.
after this weekend.
You know who else had 2 bad weeks in a row, Fezzy? The Alamo. Normally you don't get that much time when things aren't going your way. Here's your hero, Fez, and your buddy. It's Mark Lawrence. Hey, Mark, how are you, pal?
Hey, Fez, how you doing, man? Or is Ronnie?
Yeah, we're both here.
Hey, how you doing, Ron?
Good. Fez, his pick of the week this week, the Irish. What do you think, Mark?
Well, I don't want to say, I hate to say that I'm going to be on the right or the same side as Fez, but I'm going to be on the same side in this
Nice,
football game.
Fezzy. Yeah. There you go.
There we go. Mark Lawrence backing this up.
Why is that, Mark? Why are you feeling strong about the Irish?
Well, you know, this game reminds me a lot of what Beano Cook once said, and he made the statement once when he was on television that there's 2 home dogs you never bet against in your life. One is Notre Dame and the other is the Russian Army. Notre Dame is a double-digit home dog here with an extra week to prepare for this football game. And
that's why people don't quote Beano Cook more.
That's probably why. The Russian Army's long gone. So, too, maybe Notre Dame after this football game. But I love the fact that they've got an extra week to get ready for this contest, and I also we're going to make Southern Cal play 2 full halves in a football game here. They've not quite played a full football game yet, although they put a lot of people to sleep, sleepwalking, if you will, nonetheless. But I like Notre Dame's chances here. I think the schedule maker is going to really benefit them, and if they win this football game straight up and snap this Southern Cal winning streak, I'm not going to be surprised.
All right, let's check out some of the pro games. I got a bet going on with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Miami Dolphins. The guy I'm betting against, me or him, whoever loses, we have to stand outside wearing I'm a convicted kid toucher sign. So what do you like, Tampa Bay at home giving up 4 to Miami?
I think you're going to have to get registered. If you like Tampa Bay here, you said?
Well, yeah, I'm taking Tampa Bay, hometown team.
Well, I like the Miami Dolphins here, my hometown team in this football game. See, what I like here is that in the NFL, when you have a bubble burst situation where teams start out the season 4-0 or better, and they finally lose that first football game, when they take out onto the road, they oftentimes leave that last game at home where they lost the football contest here. I'm going to play Miami plus the points here in this football game. I think Tampa Bay's in a big, bad bubble burst role here. Ricky Williams is back for Miami. Not that he's going to be a factor in the football game, but this team is really coming together. They should have beat Buffalo last week, and I think they'll beat Tampa Bay this week.
So you're just looking for a Tampa Bay slide now that they finally lost.
Exactly right. I think the crash to reality is just around the corner for the Bucs.
All right, the Giants at Dallas. Dallas favored by 3. You got 2 really strong quarterbacks here.
Well, 2 strong quarterbacks that are maybe about 5 years away from eating happy, or what they call it, early bird dinners, I guess. I don't like the quarterback situation here for either team, but nonetheless, I'm going to stay with the home team in this football game here. I think what Bill Parcells did last week against Philadelphia, he had 2 games on his schedule that he wants dearly. One was Philadelphia, the other's the New York Giants. And if you take a look at the New York Giants football team, yes, they're 3-1, but they've been soundly outplayed in every football game they've played. They've given up outstats in every one of their 4 football games here. I think they're a phony 3-1 football team. I think Dallas plays a lot harder. I think they're more legit. I'm going to stay at home with the Cowboys here.
All right, checking the AFC. Pittsburgh at home, giving up 3 against Jacksonville. Jacksonville and Cincinnati's winning streak, and we don't know how healthy Roethlisberger is, do we?
No, we don't. That's the problem here. Obviously, if he does play, he's not going to be 100% in the football game. It's amazing just to watch what happened on the field that he'll even be dressing for this football contest. And I don't think Bill Cowher's going to let him get too exposed. If he's sore at all, he's not going to risk the season in one football game here. I'm going to stay with Jacksonville in the contest here. They've been awfully close in a lot of football games. They got a win over Cincinnati, a big confidence-boosting win Sunday night in that football game, and they tend to play games close to the vest as well. I think this game will come down to a field goal. I think Jacksonville can kick it, and I think they can win it.
The Jets going to Buffalo. Vinny Testaverde, he's back for his second game, and Buffalo, their quarterback, starting his second game. Now I can't even think of his name.
Well, that's Kelly Holcomb back
right.
with the Buffalo Bills here. Vinny Testaverde, for the New York Jets, and I'm a believer in when a quarterback enters a game for the first time in a situation. I think the team rallies around him like they did Kelly Holcomb last week. The second time when he has to make that start and he's favored to do that, I think you find out the real true quarterback here. And I'm not a real true Kelly Holcomb fan. He was with Cleveland. He was a backup that worked his way up into a starter position, and the Browns went nowhere when he became a starter. I think that'll end up being the case here at Buffalo as well. I think the Jets' defense is strong enough to win this football game. I'm going to play them plus the points. I think the Jets can win this game as well.
All right, that's the Jets getting 3 on the road. You just made our producer Earl really happy. Talking to handicapper Mark Lawrence from the Playbook.com, and of course his playbook that is on newsstands everywhere. Denver, New England. Denver's at home, giving up 3.
Every time you find the New York or the New England Patriots as an underdog in a football game, I'm going to make a case for them simply because defending Super Bowl champions, when they're cast into the role of an underdog, it's a Rodney Dangerfield lack of respect role, if you will. That's the role this particular week. I'm not a big Denver Bronco fan to begin with. I think they're getting the job done with mirrors, if you will, in football games here. I love Bill Belichick as an underdog, and the last 7 times that Denver has been a favorite of less than 7 points against teams out of the AFC East, they've lost the game straight up all 7 times, not even come close to win the game, let alone cover the number. I think New England plus the points is the right side here.
Yeah, New England, second week in a row as an underdog.
Yes, it is, and 3rd time this season. Remember, they were dog at Pittsburgh. Off the loss, they got the victory last week. Dog off the loss, they got the victory this week. Not off the loss, but nonetheless dog, and I think they'll get the victory as well.
All right, so play them as a dog. Let's check some of the college games. We already talked about Notre Dame, USC. Penn State, 6-0, again an underdog. 3-point underdogs at Michigan.
Probably taking on the wrong team this week in Michigan because you have to go back to 1967 to find the last time that a Michigan football team was below 500 at this stage of the football season. They come into this game at 3-3 on the year, just like Central Michigan, Eastern Michigan, and Western Michigan inside their state. So it's really a state of mediocrity, if you will, for the Michiganders. But nonetheless, they've won this series 6 times in a row. Has Michigan defeated Penn State? You have Nittany Lions coming in off back-to-back surprise home underdog wins, taking on what I think is the wrong team in the wrong week this week. I'm going to stay with Michigan in this football game. I think Joe Paterno's bubble gets burst this week as well.
Michigan losing in the big house. It's just insane.
It's rare. It really is. And, you've got them at home off an immediate home loss. It's not a situation that happens a whole lot. In fact, when they're at home off of a home loss, they're 22-2 straight up. That's good enough for them to get the win here as well.
Is Penn State, if they knock off Michigan, will they start being favored finally? It seems like they've done the work.
Well, they will start being favored, especially at home. There's no doubt about that. And they'll start getting their respect. If they get this football game, they will get their respect. If you saw that football game Saturday night, you thought they won the BCS. Everybody pours onto the field. They tear down the goalposts. It was like Joe Paterno's back. He's 40 years old now instead of near 80, I guess. And everything's good in Happy Valley right now, but they won't be in Happy Valley this week. They'll be in Ann Arbor, and I think it'll be a different story.
Okay, talking with Mark Lawrence. He handicaps on the playbook.com. LSU favored by 6 points against the University of Florida in the SEC.
Big football game for the Gators. They play with revenge from their only home loss of the season last year. That's a big, huge motivating factor for good football teams. Florida is a good football team. Maybe they haven't played to the level that Urban Meyer is expected to play at, but nonetheless, they're winning football games, and they've never had problems at LSU. The last 12 times they've gone down to Baton Rouge, they've won 10 of the last 12 games straight up on the football playing field. They're the best team in the Southeast Conference when they play with conference revenge. I like Florida in the upset here.
All right, Florida with the revenge. And we'll check out one last college game. Ohio State at home, 6.5-point favorites against Michigan State in the Big Ten.
Well, the Buckeyes very disappointed 3-2 football team. A lot of people, like Michigan, expected them to perhaps be the champions or co-champions in the Big Ten Conference. That's not going to happen this year. They don't have a lot left to play for other than salvaging their season. Michigan State has gained season-high yards in everybody they've played. That'll fit really well into Ohio State, who has allowed season-low yards at everybody they've played. So this is like a baseball game. Good pitching against good hitting. Which wins games? The pitching usually wins the games. I think the defense wins the games here. Nice stat in this football game. Ohio State 33-3 straight up at home. When they take on an opponent with a win percentage of more than 700, they get up for good football teams. I think the Buckeyes will get up for this. I like Ohio State.
All right. Thank you, Mark Lawrence. Theplaybook.com, and, of course, Mark Lawrence's Playbook, the 2005 Football Handicappers Yearbook. That's on newsstands and in bookstores everywhere.
Hey, Ron, Fez, you guys have a great weekend, okay?
Take care, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Mark.
All right, you feel like you got a lot out of that, Fez?
Yeah, I sure do. I'm going to use some of this, that's for sure.
You do every week, and that's why you're in the position that you're in. Okay, I got this email sent to us right before, so I was running a little test. Let me see who this comes to us from. It's from Jason. He says, I could care less about the guy's picks or college football at all, but count the number of times he says football in your interviews. So, Fez, while you were interviewing him,
right?
I had one of the guys in the back check. How many times, if you had to guess, would you say, Fez, that he said the word football altogether?
I'd figure he probably only said it probably 7 times.
All right, Bobby, you were keeping all the picks and the number of times he said the word football, right? Why don't you tell Fez? Fez has 7 as the under right now. 7 as the under. How many times did Mark Lawrence say football during the interview?
Mark Lawrence said football a total of 23 times.
You're kidding! More than 3 times what I thought he did.
This guy's a great football coach who can coach a football team to a football victory. So he does say the word football quite a bit during an interview about football.
I wonder if it's subliminal, where he's saying it and we're thinking football, football, football. We have to bet.
Well, when he was talking, I was just thinking, I'm going to try to smile. I was just smiling to myself after reading that. He does say football a lot. All right, Fezzy, how many bets did we get him down to,
9 bets.
9 bets. So we figure he's got to go 5 for 4 to be a winner. But really, if you're an expert, 6, 7 wins out of that 9. Do we all agree on that?
Yeah, definitely.
So Monday, are you in Monday, Bobby?
No, I'm not in Monday.
You're in Tuesday. Monday, Fezzy, we'll give you what all the picks were. You give us exactly where he came in.
Will do.
Now, you normally take the collar every weekend. Every weekend is a bad weekend for Fez.
Yeah, but this weekend I feel really, really good about this.
You do?
Yeah, about my Notre Dame pick.
Here's what scares me. Mark Lawrence is with you.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
The two of you together.
The buddies.
Yeah. Here is Matt. Matt, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy?
Matt, what do you got?
Welcome,
Hey, what's
Matt.
up, buddy? How you doing, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to let you know you want to win some money, bud. You got to listen to Scott Farrell.
You know,
I was
ahead.
struggling. I've been struggling, and I started looking at his site, and I'm telling you what, man, this guy can pick them.
All right, let me see. I got Pharrell's picks right here. Let's see what he had to say this week.
How could I be the man?
Let me see the other. He had a college pick of the week.
Shake it up.
All right, so I'm going to test those, Fez, and see what comes in.
How could I be the man?
Actually, I like that pick.
Someone's the man.
I feel like that's a strong one. I feel like that's a very strong one.
He's got the picks, guys. I'm telling you.
We'll check it out. Fez, you feel like you got a little bit of a gambling problem? I mean, if you won, I think we'd all be on your side and feel like, hey, Fez has some nice way to spend his weekends. But the fact that you're such a big loser with it, it's starting to scare us.
Well, I think it's the fact that I do it during football season. I haven't bet on the baseball games at all.
I'm starting to notice how many times you say football, and it's about the same amount.
23.
Here's what I want you to do, Bobby. The rest of the time show, count how many times Fezzy says ball sack. Ball sack. That's the word I feel like he goes to a lot.
Goes to ball sack a lot.
You had a gambling problem, huh, Bobby? But you're okay now?
I wouldn't call it a problem. A lot of my friends had problems.
You were in the gang together.
See, my thing was I bet a lot and I lost a lot of money, but I was always so unsure of myself.
Right.
I would never pick a game because I would always like to put the blame on other people.
Right.
So I would put it on my blame on my brother or my friends or my cousin was the main gambler. He was the one that really, got hammered and ruined his life.
Have you ever done this though? You're cheering, you got $1,000 down on a game, and your friend is cheering against you because in his fucking office pool, that's one of his 12 picks.
Right.
That's what I hate. I'll throw the money at him and say, here, this is the shut up.
Or the fantasy football. He's cheering for his fantasy player, and you're sitting there sweating because you have real money on the line.
I got news for you. I don't even like to watch a game with anyone who mentions the word fantasy football. It just seems to me like play date. Like they're saying the word play date over and over. All right, Anthony has a problem here, and he needs our help. Anthony, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy?
Hi. I'm living with my girlfriend, and I'm freeloading off of her.
Right.
And I'm still in love with my crazy ex-girlfriend because I remember you guys were talking about the crazy psycho great in the sack ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, there's nothing like a crazy girlfriend.
Yeah, and so I'm living here. My mom won't take me back into her house.
How old are you, kid?
I'm 17.
Right. All right. So you're 17, and you're living with this other chick.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 18.
And she has her own apartment.
Yeah.
All right.
Studio.
Nice studio. I had no idea she was doing so well.
Things are happening for her.
Yeah.
Well,
it's nice to be able to see the
she
sink
has
while you're laying in bed.
She has a rich parent. So
sounds like it.
they pay for everything.
Where are you living?
Brooklyn.
All right.
So I just wanted to know, what should I do?
I don't know. You have a gun?
I wish.
Why won't your mom take you back? Why are you so awful at age 17? She doesn't want you living at home.
You know what? I have no idea, but she's always hated me since I was a kid.
Right.
She freaking locked me in the
maybe,
closet.
Maybe you're not hers. Maybe the truth is you're not hers.
Actually, she's my grandmother.
I think a vein burst and he wouldn't help her.
All right, so she's your grandmother anyway. Where's your real mom?
My real mom,
Yeah.
she's in Delaware.
But why wasn't she in your life?
Because she's an unfit mother.
Right. Okay. So you come from bad genes. There's a fucking bad gene pool, and you're going to knock up one of these other chicks and not want the kid.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to ruin my life like that.
All right. You write this down? I'm going to give you some advice here.
Okay.
It's the United States Marine Corps. I want you to join.
I'm too fat. I'm 350 pounds.
Oh. Then you better be nice to this girl that you're with, Tubby. You better just sit there and just be eating all day.
Or the pork chop train ends.
What do you mean you can't stand her? You're 350. You're lucky that you're with anybody. Laying in that fat-ass studio apartment. Probably stinks like hell. Enjoy yourself.
I was so used to my ex-girlfriend. She was all submissive and really hot like that.
Yeah.
And this one, we barely fuck horrible.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, she can't climb Mount Anthony here.
Here's what you got to do. Just enjoy wherever you're at, all right, big man? Because you probably got to age 30 anyway, tops, before that heart gives out.
Okay.
All right?
Boys, love you guys.
Why don't you do this? Count your blessings.
Count
all
your
right?
blessings?
And why was your mom so unfit?
Why is my mom so unfit?
Yeah, that she wouldn't even have you, and you had to live with your grandmother.
Because the way she met my father was they were at a party, drinking and whatever. It was a, accident.
Right.
And
banged her on the floor?
Yeah, pretty much, I think.
All right.
And a week after I was born, she fractured my skull and broke 3 ribs.
That's for you cracking her pelvis on the way out.
Yeah, but before we're anywhere, let's just remember the first week was great. So let's not take that out. What she did at week 1 doesn't negate what happened. All right, you were so obnoxious at a week old, she burst your head open.
Yeah.
All right. What'd she hit you with? You don't even know?
I don't even know, but, yeah. She's just a
So you haven't
total
seen her
bitch.
since?
I have to see her every once in a while, like family gatherings. My uncle just died, so I had to see her there.
What'd you do? You ought to go sit on her and get even. Now's the age. Now you're 17.
I avoid her. Actually, my brother died. He was 20, and I was...
Didn't see him there on the couch?
You're a fucking ray of sunshine, aren't you?
Yeah.
You just got nothing but happy stories for us.
I was 10 at the time, and...
How'd he die?
How'd he die? He killed himself.
Right.
Killed himself in front of a train.
Hey, bro. It's a family thing.
I feel bad for the train he tries this.
So I was throwing pennies at my little brother,
Sure.
and my birth mom tried to choke me with my tie.
Oh, wait a minute. You're a week old?
No, this was when I was at a funeral for my 20-year-old uncle.
All right. How old were you at the time?
I was about 10.
Why were you throwing pennies, kid?
Because my little brother was an annoying little shit.
Yeah. All right. So nothing goes well in your life, right, big man?
Not really.
Yeah. You work at all?
No, I'm trying to find a job, but nobody will hire me because I'm fat.
Sideshow. All right. So things are going on. What? You got a roof over your head. This new girl, she cooks for you?
No.
No. What do you got to do? You just sit there with a tub of ice cream waiting for her to come home from work?
That sounds good right now.
No, I'm basically her housemaid.
Yeah.
She makes me clean for her, and that's like...
I think you're doing okay for yourself. I've heard worse stories.
I don't want to be with her, so I don't know what to do.
Eventually, you're going to get stapled, and you're going to need someone to take care of you. You better be nice to her.
I was actually thinking of doing that.
Yeah, you ought to.
Stapled.
It's 17. Yeah. Give it a year.
Yeah.
Wait till you hit 4 bills.
I've been dating her for 2 years, and before I started dating her, I weighed 280, which it's not all that bad. It's bad, but
at 15, at 15, 280, that's a big boy.
Yeah, but it's not all that bad.
Who would ever think that you look back at that as the salad days, the good days?
Yeah, and since then I gained God knows how much weight.
All right, so you're in a
70 pounds.
So you're in God knows. That's Fez. Fez is God right now. Look at me, Earl. Here's what I'm thinking. Some people want to give you some advice, all right?
Okay.
Here's Jim first. Jim, you're on with Anthony. He's a 17-year-old, 350 pounds. He's not happy with his girlfriend. What do you think, Jim?
Can you get this bullshit artist off the air? There is no way that he is telling the truth. He is lying through his effing teeth.
It's not normally the kind of stuff you would brag about.
He's
I'm not
lying.
bragging.
He's bragging. Oh, I got this girl that's taking care of me, and all of this other stuff, and I want to go back to the other crazy one who's submissive to me. He's lying through his teeth, guys. Get this fucking idiot off.
I'm thinking about making him our new producer. I'm loving the kid.
I thought it was. He was calling from the other room.
Please do. I need money.
You know what? It doesn't. You got to understand. This is a young man with a problem. He doesn't feel good about himself. He's not happy right now. Tony, what should Big Anthony do?
I think this fat kid needs some funk, man.
I need some funk?
Listen to this. Maybe this will turn your life around. Come on, Biggin. Everybody likes a fat guy dancing. Keep the hands close to your body.
I gotta hold my hands over my boobs without my...
Why don't you dance right there in the couch? Just sitting in the couch.
Do that rerun dance from What's Happening.
His heart would explode.
Oh.
can do the shuffle.
All right, hold on. Here's Sarge wants to help you out.
Yeah, this guy should look up, you know, because if anything else, at least he has his health. Well, no, he doesn't have that either.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't have his health.
No health.
Is this helping you at all, Anthony?
He's got enough health for 3 guys.
Not too much.
Here's Mark Gooder from Whackbag. How you doing, buddy?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah.
Say, I want to thank this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy has brightened my day. I'm actually taking the rest of the day off. I was kind of pissed. I lost about 80 G's on a stock. The Benz needs some work, but other than that, you know, I was thinking my life don't stink so much now because, well, quite frankly, someone else got it worse. This guy made my fucking day.
All right, thanks. The Whackbag guys are always so mean, aren't they? I don't think there's a nice person there. Here you go, kid. Go, Anthony. Feeling better, Biggin?
A little bit.
Yeah, helping
Looking
out.
at you guys.
Hey, Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ramon, bring this kid a shotgun.
All right, is that helping all, Anthony?
Yeah.
You feeling okay?
Make me laugh.
Yeah. What time's the girlfriend get home?
She should be getting home soon.
Yeah. We'll finish the M&Ms before she gets there. You don't want them laying all over you.
She had to stop by the Colonel with a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Have a great day, all right?
Thanks, guys.
Things are going your way, right?
I wish.
Turn that frown upside down. Make a big smile and have some Cheerios.
He's having sex. What, you know.
Sure he is. You believe that.
You think he's lying?
No. I'm
He-
really not. I'll
he-
come down to the studio.
Let me ask you something, Anthony. So you've had sex with 2 girls so far, from what you're saying. The new one and the old one.
Yeah.
You've had sex with the same amount of people as Paula the intern, so
That's
you're qualified
true.
to be an intern here.
And first of all, he's actually cooler. All right, talk to you later, Anthony. Hey, Harry's got a big date Sunday night. He's going after some brown sugar. He and Keisha are going out together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Finally.
Harry, come on in here. Harry tells me also he's got the contest against Than coming up very soon.
The comedy challenge. Harry stand up against Nathaniels from the O&A show.
You're going out with Keisha, right, big man?
Yeah, Sunday night.
How many chicks have you been with in your life?
3.
Yeah, and I remember the first one was only about a year ago.
Yeah.
So this is about a year and a half ago, right? 2 years?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, so things have been going 3 chicks in 2 years.
It's going up. I mean, the trend is going up.
This is your first time with a black chick, though,
Yeah,
right?
it is. Yeah.
So you got to be ready.
Yeah, because this is guaranteed.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Why is that? Why necessarily is it guaranteed?
We know Keisha.
Ah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you ready?
I mean, yeah.
If you don't sleep with her, you would be the first person I would know of not to sleep with her.
Well, all right, that's a lot of
Are you
pressure.
nervous?
No, I wasn't nervous until that. Now I feel like if I don't, pull through.
What do you mean
then I'm
pull
a
through?
failure.
That's the wrong direction.
No. All right. Yeah. I meant.
You want to pull out.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be wearing a bag. I wouldn't be,
Don't insult her with that. Don't insult her with that. Bareback it. Be a man for a change. Roll those dice. Bareback it.
But I'm kind of.
Where are you taking her?
I haven't decided yet. I'm not sure. I gotta find.
I would recommend Motel 6 or any place that charges by the hour.
Well, I was thinking maybe a dinner and a movie, but I guess we skipped that.
What movie are you taking her to see?
I haven't even checked out what's out this weekend. I think I might see.
Why do you want to go to a movie on a first date? You're just sitting there quiet.
Maybe that Elizabethtown might be like a good.
Yeah, black girls would love a fucking Cameron Crowe film. What an idiot.
Aren't there any of those funny barbershop movies out? Or
Yeah,
anything?
take her to Beauty Shop. I think that's
I'll
playing
take her
somewhere.
to see Airplane 2.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna.
Airplane 2. What year is this? What's he talking about? What's he riffing about?
I meant Salt Plane 2,
Fez,
and I ruined it.
What's he riffing about?
I'm not picking up the riff.
He tells me he likes the riff, so I'm letting him riff a little bit.
I was thinking Salt
what's
Plane
happening with you and Than?
We worked out a day for the challenge.
When is it?
Next week. Tuesday night would be the day.
And you don't want anybody to know where it is?
No, we want to do it fair, right down the middle. No.
It's not we. Than doesn't care either way.
Well, I'd like it to be fair then. I mean,
You'd like it to be without the listeners.
I'd like it to be with an audience that doesn't, that's not biased. To really prove who's the better comedian. Because I take I take a great deal of pride in that.
Personally, I've always just laughed at something that was funny.
Right.
I didn't, whether I had a bias or not.
Yeah. So you don't want to say where this is going to be at?
No,
It's going
I'm
to
not.
be Tuesday night. Who are your comedy celebrity judges?
I'm talking to Ben about that, about getting them.
Ben's going to be the comedy celebrity.
Well,
judge.
he knows more. No,
he knows more comedians than the guy who's done comedy for 4 years.
Well, he has a better connection of comedians. Got
What have you done this past 4 years in your comedy stand-up career? Yeah, I know you got the one $10 gig at Uncle Funny's.
No, that and I play. I've managed to work my way to stand up New York. Play that place pretty regularly. I mean, just I haven't been as focused as I should be on it, but
much like this job.
Well, no, I mean I've given this job.
Magoo has more focus.
You've given this job everything you have?
Yeah, I mean I give it 100%. That hasn't been enough.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard you say.
Wow.
That's the saddest thing I've heard you say yet. What's your prediction against Dan? You going to wax him?
I think I'm going to do real well. I'm going to take him out.
Yeah.
I think people are going to be very surprised.
I'm surprised right now that you're a stand-up because I've heard you speak. I'm also surprised you're going out with Keisha.
Yeah, I mean that I'm really looking forward to because it's the first time someone's interested in me, which
Right.
is kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not the one chasing them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get a right. So this is it for you. Finally, you're the guy.
Yeah.
Why don't you take her home to meet the folks?
I mean I don't know if my parents would have a problem with it.
Why would they? They're gypsies. Why would they fucking care? This would be a step up.
Yeah, this isn't exactly a mixed relationship.
At least not in my parents' eyes.
But I don't think they'd mind a sister coming home with me.
So what
What do you
time
mean a
is...
sister? What is this? 1974? Where are you going? She's soul sister? What are you saying? So you're going to say shit like that? You're a sister to her?
No,
What are you going to say?
I don't know. I'm just, I don't.
So you have a sister.
Earl, are you shocked that he would call a fine African American woman a sister?
I don't do that, but then no, never
Of course
mind.
not.
You're a gentleman.
The only people who say that are other women.
Yeah.
Other black women too.
That's
I
him
don't know.
right now. Here's Nathaniel. You're going down on this Tuesday, Nathaniel?
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a problem.
Are you afraid to leave it to have the listeners come in, or is it just Harry?
Just him.
Yeah.
Well, I want it to be a fair competition. I feel like most of the listeners hate my guts.
Why would they hate you?
I don't know. From judging from the voicemails I got, I can only assume that they do.
Maybe it's time that we play some of your voicemails again. We haven't done that in a while. Nathaniel, how much time is this going to be? 10 minutes?
Yeah.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Harry, you going to do your pants joke that you took from George Costanza?
I did not take that from Costanza. But I don't understand, because if I'm going to steal material, why wouldn't I do it from the most famous comedian in the world?
But it's the same joke.
I wrote it on my own though. I did not steal it from.
But you know now that the joke's out there and it was done on TV.
Well, it's not a stand-up. It's not a stand. It's a different. It takes a different form. So.
This joke was based on my own pants.
All right, Nathaniel. Good luck to you, buddy.
All right.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm pulling for you.
Even though my hair is on the line, I'm pulling for you too, Than.
I appreciate
I'd rather be
See,
bald
this
in
is what
winter
I'm-
in New York City than have Harry win.
This even on my the show I work on.
You don't work
nobody,
here.
Nobody
I know for a
supports
fact
me.
you don't work here.
If you would save my hair by putting your eyebrows on the line, I would root for you.
Well,
you
It's
give me
important
no.
to be likable at the stand-up area. You're certainly very likable.
listen, just get ready to look bald, dude. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna wipe the floor with you. 'Cause
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh,
He's
yes,
riffing.
he did.
Fez, he's riffing. All right,
nothing.
Nathaniel, we'll talk to you
got
later,
nothing.
buddy.
All right.
Talk to you later.
Thanks, Nathaniel.
This is going to be a slow night.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a slow night at
I feel bad
Caroline's.
for the waitresses. Just
Yeah.
not getting tipped.
No, there's going to be other comics there, right?
Yes, there will be professional comics.
Who's headlining that night?
It's not a headliner show. It's like a showcase show. But there's a lot
see.
of comedians who have done Comedy Central specials.
And
things
you
like
said you want all the whackbag scumbags to stay away from this,
No,
right?
it's not
That's
that.
what you said to me off the air.
Scumbag.com, you
So
said.
you don't want them to know where you're going to be Tuesday night at that showcase.
Yeah.
Good.
I
thinking.
I don't. It's not that I like the
It would
people
be
at
awful
Whackbag.
if
They
they
don't
were-
like me.
Why don't they like? Why you get your hand in your ear all the way up to your elbow?
Itchy.
You're twitching in
It
here
felt
the whole
itchy.
time.
It did feel
Yeah.
itchy.
All right, we got one of Harry's phone calls. We haven't heard those in a couple days, and I always enjoy them. All right, let's play one. Let's see how they go. This is his cell phone, Fezzi, and they leave him messages today.
Your mailbox is full. You have 37 unheard messages.
Harry, this is Fezzi's friend Fuzzy again. I can't get you out of my mind. I just want to fuck you, suck you. Oh, Fezzi's so jealous. Maybe get him involved a little bit. I want to see him suck you while I fuck you. If you agree with this, just when you see me walking down the hall, just wink at me. Yeah?
A piece of shit. I want to bite your face. I hope you get AIDS, and I'm going to love it when you get fired on Friday.
Hello, Harry. This is your brother, Akhtar. Don't forget you're having to do a shift on the gas station tonight. And don't forget to tell all the customers that there's a special on the orange juice.
Here's Pete. Pete, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, my prediction for the comedy thing next week with Harry there, or whatever his name is, 35 dead in the terror level of the Red.
Oh, shit.
Ouch.
Give us a hint, Harry. Where is this going to be Tuesday
I don't want to say.
I'm going to
at
ask
all.
Carl Rove where it's at.
And it's mainly because of your anti-whack bag feelings?
I love the people at Whackback. They hate me for some reason. I don't know why. I'm nothing. I didn't mean to antagonize the wonderful people at Whackback.
All right, so this contest somewhere Tuesday night. Fez, are you going to go?
Well, if I can find out where it's at, I would love to.
Yeah. Don, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Harry.
Yeah.
I'm supportive.
You're a big Harry supporter?
I can do it with him, you know?
Yeah.
He ain't that bad.
That's the most positive review I could get with.
Why don't you ask Don to show up?
Don Wickham?
Don the caller.
Don the caller.
Your fan.
Excuse me, Riffy. I'm sorry. I know you're in the moment. Now, the only time I saw you perform, you had cousins there, friends. How do we know you're not going to do that this week?
That explains all the gypsy wagons out front. Thank you. Finally.
I'm not going to be doing that, especially since there's no like special discount for anyone involved.
Where is it?
I'm not going to say.
Harry, there was a special discount last time?
No, but
because I didn't get one.
There was no. That wasn't necessarily a comedy club, so there wasn't. It was a theater. Wait a minute. I did well that night, and you admitted that I did well.
I admitted I did well, but I was sitting between your cousins and all your best friends.
It wasn't all my family, though.
Now that place is underwater.
Your cousin, who was a really nice kid, I can't remember his name.
Claudio.
Said he... Claudio. Okay.
Way to break the stereotype.
There we go. Way to fan. Said that he takes people to see you every chance he gets. He says he's been supporting you for years.
Yeah, but I don't invite him to every spot I do.
Right.
Well, you can. All those pots are banging on the wagon.
Now, have you heard back from that theater? Or are you going to be a one-man show to get picked up?
They wanted me to do some rewrites on it and do one more, and I told them that I didn't have unfortunately, I couldn't do that now. So I kind of turned them down.
I just want to know where it's going to be at. Tell us.
Come on, where's it going to be Tuesday night?
Come on, please.
I refuse to say.
Ba, ba, ba. I have my prediction. You're going to stack the place with your family and friends.
No, I won't.
You know what? Fez, maybe we will go there just to see if we see Tenacious C sitting around, Solera, Eastside Dave, all the people you always count on.
If his family's there, it's going to be like sitting on the Chinatown bus.
Why? My family's not Chinese.
Just a lot of poultry.
Tell us where it is.
I'm not going to say.
It's Tuesday night.
Finally, something to give up an amazing race for.
Hey, Andrew, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie and Fezzy, how are you today?
Hey, buddy.
Let me ask you a question. What color turban is Harry going to wear for this joke off?
It'll be red. That is a full comedy alert.
Why don't you go with that? Make that your character. That would be cool.
I don't
People
see
love
that being
that.
popular since September 11th.
The only way you're going to make this is as some sort of gimmick comic, like Yakov.
Who?
Yakov Smirnoff.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were saying.
Go up there on stage and just go, what a country.
Does that work out well for Yakov?
He's huge in Branson. He
you
has his
were-
own theater.
Actually, he reminds me more of the Chinese guy from Barney Miller.
Oh, Jack Sue?
Yeah, is that his name, Jack Sue?
That was his real name. Yamana.
Start doing that Jack Sue deadpan bit. That's cool. Here's a Dugout Doug. You're on Ron and Fez.
Harry, if you want a good indication as to why we don't like you, listen to the replay of this show later on. You're very unfunny. And I say unfunny instead of non-funny because you actually suck the funny out of people while they're listening.
Wow.
You're that
This is riffing.
Fuck.
This is riffing, Harry.
Sounds to me like they're still out on you. You can win them over.
Other than when you said the fan. Oh, I'm going to tell you right now, Doug. I mean, no one knows where this secret thing is taking place next Tuesday. But Harry knows, and he's going to work his own friends in there. That's
No,
what I
I'm
worry
not.
about.
I would never.
I think it's
I
under
wanna
stately
keep it-
Wayne Manor.
Yeah.
Harry, I was actually talking to some of your friends on Saturday night. You wouldn't answer your phone, but you had these two girls answering, and they said you weren't funny at all.
That's not what they said.
What
dude.
girls
Don't
were?
bullshit.
What girls were in?
A friend of mine took me out. My friend Vanessa wanted to hang out Saturday night, so we went clubbing, which I hate.
Oh, but they were talking to me. They
Is
were
this a
like,
riff?
No, it's not a riff. I just fucking hate clubbing. I
Bring
hate
up
clubs.
clubbing. He's got a chunk on that, Ronnie.
What about your pants? What pants did you wear? Come on, Harry. Stop being mad. I'm on your side here.
It
You think
doesn't
I wanna-
feel like that.
I don't want to look at Fez's bald head Tuesday.
Guys, but these girls were very fascinated to be on the phone with the
Why are
Dugout
you-
Doug.
Yeah. Oh, were they really? They were.
They were turning down. They're like, oh, we got Harry in front of us, but God, we're talking to Dugout Doug on the phone. I was talking to these girls. They were asking me how big in the pants.
Who are you,
I
the
was.
nature boy? What the fuck?
He's working his magic.
It's good stuff.
Referring to himself in the third person?
It's good stuff. No, I was discussing what they were saying on the phone.
Why don't you do
Now-
one of your heckler lines on them?
Yeah, come on, hit me.
Go ahead, give it to him.
No, I'm saving
Give-
it all for Tuesday night.
You think you're going to get heckled at the 10 minutes?
I'm saving it all.
In 10 minutes?
I have a feeling now that I will.
Why?
Because
Earl.
Harry, you unfunny ass clown. If I'm talking about myself and I'm saying, hey, I'm the Dugout Doug, but what I said was they said that they were
Whoop-de-doo.
so
Who
I was
cares?
talking about
Who cares, Doug?
Good comeback.
third person.
He's not used to working with a pro.
So I'm not talking about
Whoop-de-doo.
myself in the third person, Harry. You stink. You got nothing.
Whoop-de-doo.
I'm going to shock a lot of people Tuesday night.
Rodney Dangerfield used to throw out that whoop-de-doo a lot at a
Well,
heckler.
whoop-de-doo.
If I'm quoting somebody else, I'm not talking about myself in the third
Where's
person.
Shabba-labba-ding-dang?
You know who would have known that? Stan would have known that.
All right, Doug. We'll talk to you later, buddy. All right, well, you got him. You got everything you wanted. The big Tuesday night showdown against Than. Finally, as you said, shutting down the whack bag a-holes.
No, I like the whack bag people. I don't know why they don't like me.
Mainly more of a entertainment thing, that's all. They want to be entertained. That's what they're after.
Seems simple enough.
Yeah.
It's a simple need.
They just want to listen and be entertained. And you're wearing pants, I know. What kind? Have you decided?
Right? Pants, right?
I noticed you have on those...
Winkety-dinkety-doo?
I noticed you never wear sweatpants, Harry. Why is that?
That's my closer. I'm not going to do that now.
You're closing with pants?
No, I don't know what I'm closing with.
I seriously thought you had a bit on going clubbing. The way you
No,
said that.
I just hate
clubbing,
it.
which I hate, Jay.
Right. But normally the thing with the stand-up comedian, he'll bring up a topic, and then, as you put it, he riffs.
Well, I'm just, I get very nervous in here when everyone's just beating up on me. It's
Who's
hard to
beat up on you?
Everyone.
Fez has put his hair on the line. He's put his hair on the line.
I think he just wanted a haircut, and he's looking
He
for
has
this.
no respect for you
I
at
love Fez,
all,
but he
Fez.
doesn't like my comedy. He doesn't think I'm funny. He just said he was rooting against me despite the fact he put his hair on the line.
Well, say something funny about that.
Did you hear the entire sentence?
Yeah.
I said if you would put your eyebrows on the line, I would root for you.
Why don't you?
I'd
Show
like
Fez
to,
you're a
no,
man.
No, thank you.
But no, you lay me out on the chopping block. Why am I supposed to dance around and do hairy cheers?
Hey, Mad Dog, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron, how you doing, Fez?
Yeah, it's Fez.
Hey,
hey, Fez.
Listen, I'm going to take a shit during Harry's set at the club, right when he's about to get funny, just so it ruins the whole thing.
All right, that's a problem.
It will be a
Harry?
tough act to follow.
Plus, no one knows where the super secret Tuesday night event is going to be, right, Harry? You've lined this up. It's at a club in the city. Nobody goes to Midtown. No one's going to know where this place is.
You know what I'm going to do?
What?
Just walk the sidewalks listening for the laughter. And find my way that way.
What?
All right.
Give us a hint.
I'm not saying where it is.
Harry, give us a hint. Give us some hint.
It's only fair.
I know it's Midtown. You said that much.
I'm not saying
There's
a word.
only so many clubs.
Can I go with your cousins?
They're not going to be there. They don't even
You're not
know
going to
about
have
it.
one friend, not going to have one cousin there.
No, I wasn't planning on it.
All right, I'm going to take you at your word.
I'd love to check this out. Just so I know if I'm losing my hair or not.
You going to go, Fez?
Yeah, I'm taking my stylist with me. We really want to do some homework here on what's going to happen with my hair.
Halfway through his set, you just see Fezzy with an electric razor.
I got a mohawk by the time the first punchline comes out.
I know the first punchline, and it's pants, and it's going to do well. You got a new one? Just give us a little gag. We got to go to break. I want to hear a little gag.
No, I want to.
Not something you're going to do. Not something you're going to do Tuesday night wherever you go, but just give us a little something. A little showcase shine.
Jeez, no, I'm trying to think. Okay, we got a major homeless problem in New York City.
That's true.
And
I didn't think about that. That's heartbreaking.
Sad, especially in this weather.
I was like the guys who are very skeptical about the homeless. Like, he's just pulling a scam. What if he's trying to scam you? Like, guy's doing a soft shoe tap dance with no bags on it, just bags on his feet. There's no scam. Just give him the quarter and move on.
That was Earl. That wasn't me. Mm-hmm. But actually, that's a big business. Harry, where are you going?
He's going after Earl. He's going after Earl.
Earl,
Run,
knock him out.
Run, Earl.
He's physically attacking Earl during the show. Don't touch the man who's working. Harry, come on in here. I want to explain something to you, though. There are a lot of people that do that scam.
Way to be on it, Master Poe.
Yeah, Master Poe. Come beat up Harry. Now, we don't know where the event's going to be.
Oh, I think everyone knows.
On Tuesday night.
I have a feeling everyone knows.
Give us a hint. Tuesday night. Where's it going to be? I do want to point out a lot of people do fake that they're homeless. They make money doing it.
Yeah, but...
And it's all non-tax money.
How much could you make?
$28,000 a year, non-tax, which is like making $50-some thousand a year in the city.
I don't know. I just don't feel like that's enough. I feel like people use that as an excuse. Like, I don't.
But research. You give out money to everybody you see on the street?
I give out change. I mean, I don't care. It's not like I'm going to. I don't.
Why don't you use that for lunch instead of eating the free lunches that you've been getting lately?
Well, 12 cents doesn't buy me a lot, but it buys someone else their quarter way to a cup of coffee.
Yeah, Bobby. Quarter of a way to a cup of coffee. Where are you drinking coffee at in New York?
Harry's giving away Anthony's change.
Now that's funny. That kid can riff. That kid can riff. We'll take a break. We're right back with the blowhard Fezzy, the man who beat you. He's angry about some stuff. He wants to get some things off his chest today.
He gets along good with people.
I know he does. We'll be right back. It's Ron and Fez Show.
On the other side of the sun, there revolves a planet similar to our own. Except this is a world of paradoxes and backwards logic. This is a world of complete opposites. This is a world known as Earth 2.
On Earth 2, dinosaurs wiped out the asteroids.
Earth 2.
On Earth 2, Don King's hair is soft and manageable.
On Earth 2, the Red Cross takes away food and clothes from disaster victims.
On Earth 2, Christopher Columbus discovered Europe.
On Earth 2, Michael Jackson puts Coke in wine bottles so he can have sex with adults.
On Earth 2, garbage men drop off trash at your house.
On Earth 2, in 1996, Olympians bombed Eric Rudolph's house.
On Earth 2, Tara Reid is in every night by 9 p.m.
On Earth 2, Jesus claimed to be more popular than the Beatles.
On Earth 2, you're full 1 hour before you eat Chinese food.
On Earth 2, Bob Vila shows you how to break things around your house. Relax.
On Earth 2, Russell Crowe politely hands the phone to people.
All right, I just came back from the bathroom. Are we playing the same Earth 2?
It's the exact same one. As I try to put a donut in my mouth.
You're finally eating food during the daytime, Fezzi, and it's a donut? Harry, we got a guest here, so make sure you set him up for us. The Blowhard coming in today to talk with us. I'm sure there's a couple things that have him annoyed, Fezzi, a couple things that have his goat.
Well, very rarely does anything new excite the Blowhard.
Right.
He likes things old school.
Right.
He likes the old ways.
Right. He always does. Harry, you always want to set a guest up during the commercial break, and that way they're all ready and ready to go. I know you're riffing and writing jokes. Big contest, secret contest going on next Tuesday. We get them all set up.
It's going to be a stand-up challenge. Our own Harry going up against Nathaniel from the O&A show. Stand up for stand-up.
Harry, I'm going to write you a note that says you really have to start thinking about the show. And then I want you to read over that. So then he has headphones and he's all ready to go. And you get the mic situated for him. And you do all that during the break, and everything goes well. So it's an easier way to travel. Fezzi, you put your bet in today.
My lock of the week is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish this weekend. They're getting 12 points at home against Southern Cal, number one ranked Southern Cal.
And these guys got an explosive offense. You don't care.
No, because it's a Notre Dame team that can also put points on the board. I think it's actually going to come down to a real shootout there.
Now, are you nervous about this, that Bobby is now starting to track your hero, Mark Lawrence?
That I'm not so concerned about.
You think he's going to do that well?
Yeah, I think he's going to do fine with the stuff he's picked. I like all his picks this weekend that he's given us.
Bobby, what do you feel? How do you feel? Are you going to be vindicated because you said you've used them before and you weren't happy?
I just hope he doesn't get off the hook by hitting a few games by mistake.
He could hit. He could hit big.
Even if he hits.
I'll tell you, I'm going to agree with Fez here. What he's done on the air, I haven't heard a lot of big glaring mistakes. I think that he would be up by what he's done on the air. Well, but I'm going to leave it up to you.
If he's handicapping 20 or 30 games and you're going to pick 2 or 3 on the air, today he did a lot. He did 9.
Yeah.
But if you're going to pick 2 or 3 to bring it down to 2 or 3 picks, that's a lot easier than the 20 or 30 that he.
Yeah, but a lot of guys
make money.
Yeah, a lot of guys are going to bet half a dozen to 10 games a weekend. That's not a big amount for a guy who likes to bet. Not at all. Here comes the blowhard. You won going away last week with your Jets. Nobody thought you had the opportunity. You backed up your home team. You showed Fezzi what you were made out of.
Well, it's great to be here, guys. It's been a long time, and I'm a little under the weather, but I'm hanging in there.
What's bothering you?
Just a rough commute, you know.
Yeah.
The subway was backed up, and I got into a Mexican car service, and the guy was taking every light on the west side, and
right.
Just a really miserable day. It's like Dark City out there. It's horrible.
You came in from the west side, from Brooklyn?
Yeah.
How's that work?
Battery Tunnel.
Oh, okay.
And west side. East side's too slow.
I had no idea. See this, Fezzi?
Learning
East Side's
something.
too slow. He's going
Yeah,
all
you
the way
got to
around
swing
the
up
city.
past the Battery Tunnel, and then you just end up straight up 57th Street. It's a breeze,
You see,
normally.
he knows what he's doing.
But I got a
Fez.
drunken Mexican behind the wheel, and the guy's got like a shrine in the front seat to every saint. And God knows there was empty beer bottles, and I mean the guy, and he's blasting the salsa.
No,
I don't mind that. I dig the Latin beat. I dig the merengue, and
right. But why the attack on saints? Why always the anti-Catholic thing?
No,
out of
it
you
was
Lutherans?
just funny to see a car with like 75 little action figures of different Virgin
Those
Mary
are
statues.
not action figures.
Well, to me, it looked like action figures.
Those are blessed saints.
And then he had the little cardboard picture of the Jesus with the eyes blinking and making the peace sign. And the flame coming behind his head, one of those 3D
You
pictures.
got in his car. He didn't get in yours.
Hey, he offered me $25 at the subway station.
Was that right?
He goes, hey, where you going? And I was like, Manhattan. He goes, $25. I could have said Harlem. I could have said Wall Street. He just said $25.
So he took you all the way in from Brooklyn. Rather
Yeah.
Than, all right, nice.
Hey, you get
move.
a good, once in a while you get a good deal in this life. And in this city, normally you don't get into a gypsy cab, but, in the outer boroughs you don't get the yellow cab service, so you take what you get.
Oh, I had no idea. So in Brooklyn you can't grab a yellow cab?
It's very hard to find one.
Yeah.
Very hard.
And here there's too damn many.
And you get the
Yeah.
car services, and it's great when you're going out on the night on the town drinking and partying,
Right.
and you just call up the car service and, yeah, I'm Amber, come and get me, and it's like $5 to your house.
Right. All right, see that, Fezzy? Now you know.
And I
Now
got to go
you
with
know.
Fez on the Notre Dame. I like the Irish.
Oh, jeez.
Say the blowhard's in on the lock of the week. He's
Well-
going to make some cash.
Why is that, Blowhard?
You know something? I get this feeling about Charlie Weiss. Charlie Weiss is an incredible coach.
It could be the fact that he's your twin brother.
Yeah, pretty much. People are always saying, what do you look like, Blowhard? I get emails all the time.
Right.
And I get these emails, wow, I love Italian guys, and they don't know that I'm the anti-Italian. I guess just figure like Tony Saragusa meets John Candy or something. I mean, I get these emails.
Saragusa was Swedish.
People think I'm like, coming off the boat from like, Italy, like, or like a Brooklyn, cuisine. Like, hey, how you doing, Blowhard? And if they see me, they freak out. They're like, wow, you look so Minnesota, but you sound so Brooklyn.
Now, Blowhard, I do read your blog, and
I'm glad somebody does.
Just another Blowhard. Well, it's picking up a lot of heat. Earl, right off the bat, he has problems with you for some of the
The minute
anti-rap
I walked
stuff.
in here, he's giving me the Colin Ferguson look.
Right.
He eats the donuts I brought in. And I said, hey, I said, hey, buddy, how you doing? He's like, I said hi already. I got to go. And he ran away from me.
All right, just because he's black, you got to put him in with the Long Island train shooter,
No,
Colin Ferguson.
because he is so mellow, this guy, and
Yeah.
he's so laid back. One day, these are the guys that are going to snap.
Yeah.
And I like Earl a lot, and I don't know what his problem with me is with this.
I saw Earl jump up and get himself into a position when Harry came after him. He was going to start swinging on Harry today.
Earl
gotta
is a
defend
scary-looking
Sure.
guy. You are like Morpheus over there. You really are. And, I mean, I dig Earl a lot. I like him on the air. I tell you on the Internet how much I
Right.
like this guy.
Right.
He kicks it old school. He's like the Don Cornelius of XM over here.
Well, here's what his problem was. You didn't think hip-hoppers belonged in the into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You attacked his friend Lisa Robinson and
Well, when did
her
I attack
magazine.
her? In a private email to you.
Yeah, which
And
I
all
read
I-
out loud.
And all I said.
I never learned to read. Ronnie
All right.
has to do that.
Here's the problem.
Yeah.
First of all, Vanity Fair magazine.
Right.
It's a hoity-toity, uppity, pretentious Graydon Carter publication, and that's what people in the Hamptons read on the toilet. I
Is
mean,
it because there's more than one page per article? You like those really short list articles?
all right,
that-
I like Mad Magazine, and I
Right.
pick it. But in all seriousness, I mean, is anybody really reading Vanity Fair? Is it like really an essential magazine to have?
Yeah, I think it is.
It's like the Hamptons. These people are sitting there out there. Oh, Muffy, colored people.
I don't know
mean,
where that came from. Earl?
Vanity Fair
Go
broke.
ahead.
Vanity Fair broke the Deep Throat story.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
true.
but I'm just
Vanity
saying,
Fair broke the Halliburton
It's
story.
not
Christopher
it's-
Hitchens,
They
every,
do get some great people. I like Christopher Hitchens. They got Dominic Dunn. But the
James
whole,
Walcott,
I think
that's
the-
great.
The biggest problem I just have with it is just it's just kind of pretentious. It has a circulation barely of 1 million, and it's just not like a mainstream, in my
But
opinion.
you like mainstream then. You're a meat and potatoes
yeah,
type
for
guy.
a common guy, and
Yeah.
it's nothing personal against Lisa Robinson. I've been reading her since she wrote for the Post.
Oh, well, you all read your email, and it was personal.
I read her in the Post, and when she was shilling for Styx in Kansas, and she was a very talented rock writer. And all I just said,
But she also shilled for Lou Reed and David Bowie and Iggy Pop
Right.
and the
The
Ramones.
Stooges.
And
all I
and
said-
you said that she was anti-Black Sabbath.
it sounded like that on the phone call that she was kind of lukewarm about
she's voted
metal
for
in
them
general.
every year.
But she didn't sound like that on the interview. She kind of came across as, well, they're not in and metal.
No, she was just exasperated on how, she said, I have to fight. You have to fight to get the Ramones in. You have to fight to get. I mean,
and the Ramones
everything's
should
a
have
fight.
been in from the day one. They built that pretentious place. Just the fact that there's a Hall of Fame and we're arguing is ridiculous. Because
right, I
if you
know,
don't
but
have
every
Ozzy,
Hall of Fame.
But if you don't have Ozzy or the Sex Pistols in, or Black Sabbath, it's just so crazy not to have them in when you have the Pretenders and not Blondie, when you have Deep Purple being omitted and Black Sabbath, and then you put in AC/DC. What kind of Hall of Fame is that?
Well, AC/DC was probably bigger and had
Bigger
a
than
longer,
Black Sabbath? I don't think so.
and had a longer career.
Nah.
Black Sabbath really comes down to Ozzy. Don't
They're
you
the
agree?
Godfathers. Oh, yeah. I mean, and Ozzy solo is some excellent stuff, but the whole Hall of Fame thing, Earl, I didn't mean to disparage your girlfriend.
And then, also...
Oh, here we go.
Well, Pretenders.
Gee, the Pretenders. I'll sleep with Ray Davies and get a hit record. Oh, another one dead.
One of the problems we have is Earl has all the music. So whatever he wants to hear.
Earl controls the mothership.
Yeah, he really does. When the mothership lands, we just have to speak louder.
Can we honestly say Pretender's first album may be one of the greatest debut albums ever?
I'd say it's a decent album, sure. I like it. I bought it when it first came out.
I mean, maybe
I was one of those guys.
Maybe the greatest of all.
I would
maybe the Doors' first album.
Yeah, I mean,
the Doors'
one of
first
the
album.
greatest
Well, come on,
debut
Black
albums
Sabbath
ever.
first album, excellent.
Well, yeah, the first four Sabbath
Ramones album.
First four
Excellent.
Sabbath albums pretty much laid the cornerstone of what we now call
Earl,
Black Sabbath belongs there. Everybody agrees with you,
Look.
even Lisa Robinson.
Bottom line is, I got on that phone call when I heard it that she didn't really sound very emphatic about Black Sabbath being in the hall. That's just my opinion. And Earl, we can agree to disagree. I'm sure we agree on more than we disagree.
We probably disagree on a lot of things. But
I mean,
yeah.
the guy doesn't even want to say hello to me. He comes out, he grabs a
He's
donut.
upset.
No, I'm not. Well,
He's
I was upset
upset
about something else.
Yeah.
It was nothing on you.
Oh,
but-
because I got that look, and it was just like
He's
I'm
upset
ready
that
to...
he keeps playing the same Earth 2 over and over and over.
I made
today.
It's his favorite one.
But it's a funny bit, damn it. It's a funny bit.
I made a mistake, and I was
It's
upset
great
at
to be
myself.
here, Earl. Let's just be happy and screw your rapping and old school. I mean, in the Hall of Fame there. You know, we don't need that either.
Here's Joe. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
And I agree 110% with Blowhard. There's no way that you'll ever hear something like Metallica or Iron Maiden over in the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. There's no way. But,
Amen,
Well, you're not
brother.
going to hear them in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame either. They're just not going to make it.
Well,
They're-
Ron
they're
hates
just
metal.
not-
You don't
No,
like metal.
I'm not the biggest metal fan in the world, but I don't even think Van Halen is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Come on, Eddie Van Halen. He's one of the greatest guitarists ever.
I agree, but he's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
He should be.
They're not even nominated.
What you need to do, maybe because they confuse everybody with their constant change of singers, and the same could be said of Sabbath. That's what ruins things.
So
for
back in the
people.
mid-'70s when you were partying and living it up, you
Let's
weren't
not-
listening to Black Sabbath?
I've heard Black Sabbath many times,
I'm
and I've
saying.
seen Black
Right.
Sabbath, and it's I'm not going to compare it with some of the other groups. It doesn't make me a bad
Sure,
person.
you know, you had some
or
great groups.
seem that I hate them.
No,
Here's
not
Paul.
at all.
Paul, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Blowhard, your opinion sucks. And
See, that's
Joe's
brilliant.
fucking stupid. AC/DC sold the most albums of any rock band.
AC/DC was a gigantic
I like AC/DC.
fan, and
You're talking about.
Oh, I don't know what I'm talking
And
about.
What bothers me more is that you picked Notre Dame, you son of a bitch, and I want
You'll see. Go back to Southern California with your granola, okay?
you're making
Jesus.
friends already, huh, Blowhard?
He's lovable.
I
Yeah.
got to back up my Lutheran buddy Fez over here. Charlie Weiss, to me, is going to make this the #1 team within the next 2-3 years. This year, they're going to make a decent bowl bid, guaranteed.
At the same time, you hate Saints, so I don't understand.
I said action figures.
Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Jesus.
Blowhard, you rule, man.
Thank you, buddy.
I totally agreed with you last time. What about Kiss, dude?
No, there's no way you would put Kiss in there, would you, Blowhard?
Well, Kiss to me,
I mean,
was
talking
never
about action figures.
All right, I was never a big Kiss fan back in the day. They were sort of a joke.
Yeah,
But I will say, I'm talking when I saw them in '76 at the Garden with the full Gene Simmons spitting the fire and all the merchandise. Even back then, they were selling those huge programs,
Right.
and they had an influence on a generation. So you have to give them some props because I don't think individually, musically, they're the greatest band that's out there. I don't think that as musicians, they're not really. They're just above average,
Right.
if so. But they do have an influence in the fact that they energized a lot of kids to go out and buy their music, and they were very popular around the world. I mean, these guys were like
But,
saints
I mean,
in Japan.
Well, then
and-
now why not put the Osmonds in? The Osmonds were a popular band.
Well, we're not gonna
Menudo
just-
was a popular band, but you don't throw them in the Hall of Fame.
Well,
when you
longevity.
have a Hall of Fame, it is a critical point of view. That's what the Hall of Fame
Right,
is.
and which is why rap and hip hop do not belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of
Are
Fame.
you saying critics never liked rap?
A lot. No, it's not a matter of liking. I think rap and hip hop needs its own Hall of Fame.
Separate but equal? Like,
oh, come on! Don't start doing me.
no, I'm just
none
curious.
of this Jim Crow stuff.
Why do they have to? Why can't they be part of it? They're part of popular
Because
music,
I
and
don't
that's
see.
rock and roll.
I don't see a big connection with the guitarists in the rock band sound and even the blues and the old influences.
But here's what you don't
compared
understand.
to
The
guys
kids
who
today
rhyme.
do. The kids today do not see the difference.
Well, history cannot be changed, and it's not a matter of what people today think. It's historical. You cannot revise history. And the fact that Alice Cooper is still out of the Hall.
I have no problem with that.
He belongs in the Hall, and no doubt about it. You don't think so?
No, I would have no problems keeping Alice Cooper out.
Oh, come
Well,
on.
I think there's also, to me, there's a thread between what's happening in hip-hop and what's happening in rock. To me, Run DMC was a bunch of guys in leather jackets. How is that different from Gene Vincent? Or how is that different from...
Or the Ramones.
Or the Ramones.
Oh, the Ramones were rhyming and stealing, sampling music from other people? Come on.
Wait a minute. I could make my case right here.
Yeah.
You must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire. Now we rock dark parties and come correct. All cuts are on time.
I see you tapping along with this blowhard.
I like
You're
it.
enjoying
I like it. I kick it old school.
right,
Got no problem with the rap. Got no problem with it, but it does not belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Jimi Hendrix, Buddy Holly, Little Richard, Chuck Berry. That's rock
Are you
and
just
roll.
trying to pick black people now?
No, but my
No.
point is, like, Run DMC took an attitude of a band.
Yeah.
They used actual live instruments on their records.
So
That's
how
the great
come
Eddie
you're
Martinez.
against- How come you're against having a hip hop and rap Hall of Fame?
No, I'm not saying that there shouldn't be a hip hop hall. They should have a separate Hall of Fame.
And
but
not every hip hop act should make the Rock and Roll Hall
there-
of Fame.
There's certain acts that I think hip hop acts that will, for me, are qualify for both.
What about C.W. McCall?
No, I'm
Black
saying-
man stole rap from the country artist. Remember Convoy Earl? Does that ring a bell to my trucker buddies?
I mean, rap goes back to like Louis Jordan, who's one of the pioneers of rock and
What
roll.
about the Ballad of the Green Berets with Sergeant Barry Sadler?
Jason, you're on Ron and Fez.
Come on.
Word. Jason.
Hey, yeah, the best reason why rap should be in the Hall of Fame is they don't use musical instruments.
All right, then we don't put Elvis in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's out.
Great
He used the
vocalist.
guitar.
Vocalist.
He played the guitar.
He used the guitar as a prop.
Yeah, he put that guitar up to when he started getting heavier, but he wasn't a guitar player.
Like
Not
the
at all.
honky tonk man was.
There you go, Fezzy. Honky Tonk Man should
Gotta
be in
love
the
the
wrestling.
Fez and the wrestling references. I love it.
Grummy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if I wanted to agree with the blowhard for one. I want to know what about the Southern rock influence like Leonard Skinner?
Well, the Allman Brothers are in. I think the thing that ruined Leonard Skinner long-term thing is because the band has had all these different things, and it's almost like it's a tribute band now, so that probably screws up
It's
the way
sort
that
of-
they're remembered.
I got a great analogy. It's sort of like Don Mattingly on the Yankees. He had a great career, but it was kind of short.
Mm-hmm.
But they still influenced a lot of people, and they were like one of the biggest bands when they were really hot.
Well, the band that really influenced people was the
Allman
Allman Brothers,
Brothers.
and they went in. They were the ones that were first. Skinner, yeah, I would still put him in there.
Definitely.
But I could understand why not.
I would
can
open up a
understand-
Southern rock wing of the whole hall.
No, Skinner's up this year. They're eligible this year.
Yeah.
They're making the final 15.
Why we're even doing this? Am I the only one who's been in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland? And
Yes.
the others guys?
I've never
I haven't
been there.
been.
It's the Hard Rock. So let's not make that big a fucking deal out of it.
Is it true that you can't take pictures? My cousin Keith was telling me that he went there last summer and he had to confiscate his camera.
There was no reason for me to take pictures because I honestly felt the same way I felt walking through the Hard Rock. It's the
But
same
you gotta
exact
admit,
place.
though,
And your cousin was in the ladies' room.
Pretty much. But you got to admit, Cooperstown is a pretty cool Hall of Fame for baseball. That's
It's really
that's a great place
You
to
know,
go.
I've been to Cooperstown, I've been to Canton, and Cooperstown is the only one that's probably head and shoulders above the other. You can even see Canton doesn't really care that much. It's kind of like a football Hard Rock.
So, Earl, I guess we agree to disagree, and I'm not disparaging rap. I love rap. Back in the old days when I was working for the major labels, I knew a lot of the rappers, and I I still listen to it once in a while. It's good stuff. It's just a matter of context. And
Wow,
I
an
just think-
apology. I didn't expect the
It's not
blowhard
an
to have an
apology.
apology.
We agree
That's
to
great.
disagree. I just don't want that stare coming through that glass over there. I think he's got was that a meat hook over there?
You can see it.
Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I'm checking in on the Beastie Boys. The early stuff was really crossover and much more rock and roll than it was rap.
I agree 100%. The Beastie Boys are going to make it.
Yeah, I mean, I loved License to Ill. Great album.
So you're thinking white rappers should get in.
Not into
I
the Hall of Fame.
understand, I
No,
understand.
Ronnie.
I agree.
No. It's
But
not
a lot
all
of
about
stuff
that
they did wasn't rap at all.
No, like License to Ill, they're still paying out money for that because there was a million samples on that.
Right.
It wasn't until like
Paul's Boutique. and
Paul's
stuff
Boutique
like
was
that.
heavily
Well,
sampled.
that's when they lost me. I don't listen to contemporary stuff. I mean, I listen to rap in the 80s and, once
Why
in a while.
won't you listen to contemporary stuff? What's wrong with today's music?
Well,
you
first,
got XM, right?
I'm still exploring the wonderful world. And let me just say that to all my friends and family who are listening on the free trial right now, you got to go for it. You got to go for it and stop asking me how to listen. Call up, just go to your local store, get the XM, get the damn little roadie, and get the XM. My brother-in-law in Florida, my sister in Melbourne, John and Janice, they're like, oh, well, we can listen online. And I'm like, well, you can pay for it online, but just get the damn roadie, get the boom box. Now, this company will stand for itself. It's incredible. I mean, I'm so hooked on XM, but I'm still living in the 60s and the 70s channel.
Right.
And I'm working my
but
way.
But why not today? What is your problem with bands today? There's a lot of great bands out there.
I just don't have a chance to hear a lot of them. I don't know where to hear them. XM now has – I like that XMU channel. I kind of dig that.
All right.
And I don't really hear anything that really resonates with the type of music because I have this bad habit, and I guess it's when you get old you get this habit of saying, I've heard that before. And
right.
A lot of the bands, it's like how many lead singers sound like Eddie Vedder even? I mean, they're cloned, and it's just the same when I put on, rap. I put on the XM rap station, and I put on the uncensored rap, and the first thing I hear is, motherfucker, and I don't need that right now.
You don't need that.
I don't need that.
No, you don't
like
need
it
that.
clean.
Snuggins, you're on Ron and Fez.
Buddies, what's up?
Yeah.
16-316, check in.
Good to talk to you, buddy. How you making out in the floods?
Oh, it's awful out here. It's still pouring. I can't stand it. But I was going to say, you can't use historical stats to determine who goes into the Hall of Fame because otherwise no baseball pitcher would ever make it and everybody who hits would be in based on what people got put in for in the 50s. So
Well, I don't understand. I mean, history has no bearing on who gets into the Hall of Fame?
It could, but I mean, if you're going to use all history and numbers, then everybody...
No, I agree with that because there are people in the Baseball Hall of Fame who don't belong there.
Yeah, there are. But
And there are people who are denied.
300 used to be the magic number for the
Now
Hall
it's
of
a
Fame.
joke.
Now half the league hits 300.
Jim
So how are you
Rice.
gonna-
Jim Rice belongs in the Hall of Fame. They've been ignoring him for years. And
Well, I
meanwhile,
absolutely
Don
agree with
Sutton.
that.
Don
So
Sutton comes in. I mean, did anybody ever go to a game and say, "Hey, Don Sutton's pitching. Let's go see him"? It's dominant players, and that's what I believe. You need dominant players in the baseball or any other Hall of Fame.
Any Hall of Fame at all. Oh, if you go to Canton, it's mainly quarterbacks. You're not going to see.
Yeah, you see, that's not fair to the linemen,
Right.
and that's not fair to the Hogs. Sitting down there, giving the
But
quarterback and the
nobody
running back.
shows up to a game to see a great offensive tackle.
Sure, it's all about the prima donna wide
Right.
receivers and the running backs, and that's just normal. That's just the way the business goes.
Right, but I mean, we're talking about that. And because of your Hall of Fame being about hip, guys that can hit, you're not getting a lot of great defensive shortstops. We were talking about Larry Boa.
Larry Boa should be in. Mark Belanger was one of the best.
Right, tons of defensive
But unfortunately,
records, but who
people
cares?
go to the ballparks. They want to see offense.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's getting to a point with the Baseball Hall of Fame how they can ignore the great Gil Hodges from the Brooklyn Dodgers, how they can ignore guys like I said, Jim Rice. There's just so many people that belong in there.
Hey, Paul, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I was going to ask the blowhard there what he thinks of Steve Miller Band, if they should be in or not.
No.
I'm
Even though
not.
they sold a ton of records, sold out places, no.
I mean, I like the Steve Miller Band. I mean, they were like that Joker was like a staple in every jukebox.
Oh, God.
Check this out.
Just hideous.
Yeah, this is a reason to vote no on the Steve Miller Band.
See, that's why you can't go by numbers.
I heat up, I can't cool down. Got me spinning.
I can't do it, Earl. I can't handle it.
And that was the biggest hit of his career.
Is that right?
It was the biggest hit of his career.
Hey, Left Lane, you're on Ron and Fez.
How you boys doing up there?
Oh, we're doing great.
Hey, let me tell you something. These Schwartz want their music in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Do we bitch when they don't let us in all their damn black colleges? They need to keep their music where it belongs, in the fucking gutter with all their nigger this, nigger
that's
that.
All right, Blowhard, you found one of your
Oh,
fans.
stop it. That's not one of my fans.
Yeah.
We're redneck. We're redneck. We don't know our ass from a hole in the ground. We're redneck. We're redneck. We're keeping the niggers down.
Blowhard, you want that to be your new theme as you come in?
No, Ron.
Because that seems to be your fans.
No, it's just, how can I be a redneck from Brooklyn? You guys hate me down there, too.
Somehow you pull it off.
I was vacationing with my family in Tennessee. I have family in Knoxville, my Aunt Phyllis, if she's listening, and I was about 13 or 14. And check this out. The first thing they said to me was, what'd you get there in the blackout? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I saw that looting up there, and I saw you and all the colored folks grabbing stuff. And then the second thing they always say is, I'll buy you beer if you talk for us. They thght I talk funny.
Right.
And there's a guy with, like, missing, like, four
Why didn't
front
you just
teeth.
say, happy birthday?
Yeah, the Frosty thing. I've been getting that for years. Ever since I've been on your show, I've been getting emails. You know, you sound like Frosty on Frosty the Snowman. And then, you know, just to be honest.
The top hat doesn't help.
Well, I always wear this top hat. That's the great Jackie Vernon, comedian. He used to play in the Borscht Belt and the Catskills, if you have any knowledge of comedy. Jackie Vernon, very funny man.
He's going up against Harry, I think, this Tuesday.
No, that's
Nathaniel.
Yeah. And
Well,
I'm dying to find out where that's
I got some
be.
stuff for you guys.
What do you got? You got a little present
Well,
for
you know,
us,
I know
huh?
you're a big fan of cinema, so this is right from
Sure.
the Blowhard collection.
All right.
Very nice. Thank you, Blowhard.
And I got this for you, too, Ronnie.
Oh,
I'm
thank
sorry
you.
for talking off mic here. You can,
All right.
Here's one for Fezzy.
All right, we each got a Davy and Goliath. That's the
Davy.
Yeah, the Lutheran. I guess that's claymation stuff. That
Great
used to
when
run.
you're high. Great when you're smoking the bong and you're sitting there watching it. Not that I partake in those things, but
And you got me some Chinese
oh,
cinema
this is
that
the
I can,
best
yeah.
stuff. You know, Quentin Tarantino is one of my heroes, you know, and
Right.
and this is all films by John Woo, and he's one of the best directors in Hong Kong. This is when you see these films, you've got A Better Tomorrow, you've got The Killer, and you've got Hard Boiled. You'll see where he got Reservoir Dogs from.
Right.
You will see the inspiration for a lot of Tarantino, and it's great, great stuff.
Which is the one that he got Reservoir Dogs from? Is that The Killer?
I think The Killer, and that's my
Yeah.
favorite. The Killer. It's
No.
subtitles. It's in Chinese. So
you're not one of those people who feel like he's a ripoff. You feel like
No,
he just
I think he
sampled,
pays- He's
like hip hop
inspired.
groups have done.
No, I think it's a
in
little
the past.
different.
That's
I
a
think
good point.
I think when you take the actual song, like part of a song,
and pay the person.
well, that's okay
Unlike,
now. But in the beginning, they weren't paying.
Unlike Tarantino, who just lifts plot points without
No,
giving anything.
come on. You know, this is like ganging up on me here. You know, can we agree on something? The donuts were good, huh? How were the donuts?
Donuts were great.
Back me up, Fez. I took you Notre Dame. Come on.
I'm with you, and I love Davy and Goliath.
Oh, that's a
Thank
great
you.
one because
it's
I
you and
gave
Fez.
Fez the special one with the documentary of the making of.
Oh, nice.
And there's even something there like an interaction thing for children. So.
This may be one of my favorite episodes on here, too. Davy finds a $10 bill and doesn't know if he should do the right thing or not.
Gotta love Davy and Goliath. Ron, you got some pretty sick episodes on that one.
All right, so this was Lutheran kind of cartoons that would teach us stuff about a talking dog, teach us about Jesus.
Yeah, it's
it's kind of done like Gumby.
Yeah, the same creator, Art Clokey. He created it for the Lutheran Church back in the 60s. And in New York, it was on every Sunday morning. And before I'd go to church, I would get up and I'd just stare at these things and memorize every one. And
Oh, I got to totally watch this one. Jonathan's cousin Scotty, who doesn't like white boys.
Oh, the best one ever.
Teaches Davy about racism.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it is hilarious. That's one, it's... Well, you watch it, you tell me, because it's really great stuff. Ever catch Davy and Goliath, Earl?
When I was 4, maybe. No, I haven't seen one in almost 30 years.
Well, feel free to
You can
borrow it.
Yeah, you can borrow mine.
Yeah,
It's great
was that the
stuff.
one that said, hello, Davy?
Yeah, the talking dog.
that's good.
Davy,
Hi,
don't spend your
Davy.
collection money on
Yeah.
ice cream, and don't beat that Jewish kid up, Davy.
All right, we know you're a big backer of President Bush. You're a big
No,
backer
no,
of
no,
the
no,
war
no, no, no.
on
Let's-
brown people.
Let's get off this.
What?
Let's make it plain, as they
Uh-huh.
say. I do tend to have right-wing philosophies.
Mm-hmm.
I consider myself sort of a liberal Republican, if that's possible, or a moderate Republican. But I'll call out anybody on either
All
side
right,
of the
who is
aisle.
a moderate Republican? Who's somebody that you identify with in the Republican Party where you go, all right, that's my
John
guy.
McCain.
Yeah, that
Rudy
you're-
Giuliani.
That your party destroyed the last
Yeah,
time
I
you
mean,
tried to run
if you
for
look at the
president.
parties in this country, the Democrats have been hijacked by the left wing, and the Republicans have been hijacked by the Pat Robinsons and the extreme nutty right wing.
Right. So what do you want? Two middle?
I want
Two
middle,
middles?
or I really want to advocate for a third and fourth party. I think it's time that we have a new
Bull Moose.
Go for it.
It's time for the Bull Moose.
Bull Moose Party, definitely very progressive. Teddy Roosevelt Fez, definitely a great idea.
All right. Where is the right wing too right for you? Where is the left wing too left?
Well, I really can't stand the so-called moral, and I say that in quotes,
right,
conservatives.
Right.
The people who like the Taliban at the FCC, who are trying to limit our free speech.
Right.
The people who are trying to take away our freedoms. The people who are going after this war on pornography.
Pornography.
I mean,
war
we're
is
going to
big,
wake up
yeah.
one day, guys, and this whole country is going to be nothing but the fucking PAX channel on TV. And these people are telling us
You know
what
the
to
beauty
do.
of it? Nobody will watch the PAX channel as much as they
Right,
act like
but
they
you
want
know
that.
what?
That programming is on TV.
As long-
and Paxton had to switch it back to infomercials because no one wants to watch
But
it.
as long as this administration and this president are going after they're attacking us. It's not a war on Iraq and Afghanistan.
Right.
It's a war on us too. And this president he has the ear of people like James Dobson and Pat Robertson. And I advocate free speech. I want the Republican Party to be what it was supposed to be. I want a true conservative. I want less government. Stay out of my life. I don't want to wear a seatbelt. I don't want to have these ridiculous rules and regulations that are going on. I don't want to be censored. I mean, when you look at what's going on with the FCC and this total Nazism, it's the Taliban, for Christ's sakes. And these people have a voice, a powerful voice in this country.
You don't think you're overreacting a little bit by comparing them to the terrorists?
I think
because
that
you're starting to sound a little like Jane Fonda to me.
No, Ron,
You're
hey.
so far over to the left right now.
No,
Blowhard.
I am an advocate. I am an advocate of personal freedoms.
Mm-hmm.
I am an advocate of free speech. I don't care what you say politically or Fezzi says or Earl.
Even black people.
Even black people. It's
All right, nice,
America,
Earl.
and I defend anybody's right to say whatever they
but
want to say.
you are
as
for
long-
the war in Iraq, though.
What? At first I was, and I admit
Yeah.
I was duped. I took a leap of faith, which was shame on me, and I believed Colin Powell when
Right.
he had those charts at the UN. But now, no exit strategy, nothing. This president, I think I've told you before, I think he's on medication or there's something wrong with the guy. He can't
Prisoner
make a
Blakens?
sentence.
Yeah.
Would you send more troops in to try to wrap it up faster? I mean, really just take on the whole situation, or would you yank everybody out?
That's a question that you have to leave to the military people because I just can't sit here and strategize. I'm not a military guy, but it just seems to me that people are is war profiteering going on, obviously. And we're losing people every day. I mean, there is some slow progress with
Are
them.
you shocked the American people not more outraged? Did
I
you
am,
think that
I
they
am
would-
mortified
you
that
would
there
see
is
more
such
people
apathy.
in the street? Yeah.
Because I remember in the 60s, they had moratorium marches in my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And people were getting the
But did
crap
that
beat out of them.
But that take a while, do you think, to get going? I mean, that wasn't happening a year, 2 years into the Vietnam War. That was 4 or 5 years.
And you know the amazing thing though, back then you didn't have the communication that we have now with the 24-hour news cycles and all
Right.
these news channels and all these idiot pundits. You don't, in those days you had the networks
Mm-hmm.
and you had some radio, and still the American people seem kind of complacent, and and there are people who still think that this president is doing a great job.
Not as many as it used to. I think. What are the latest numbers, Fez? You got them over there?
Yeah, the latest Fox poll had them at 40. They're the kind one.
Yeah, they're the ones that have them with the high numbers.
And you know that
The last CBS poll had them at a 37% approval rating. The
That's
NBC
horrible.
poll has them at 39%.
Even the fact that there are people who still give him a positive on the approval.
Well,
and you know,
here's who it is: the black people right now, African Americans, 2% approval rating of the president.
And you know why? Because when you watch that footage of what happened down with Katrina,
Mm-hmm.
that made me sick. And that's a disgrace that this country, if we were attacking Louisiana, we would have had more helicopters. When you see that helicopter going one at a time,
Mm-hmm.
that was a disgrace. And from the mayor all the way up to the White House and this brownie
Right,
and all
but-
these morons.
But
who
a
were
lot of
appointed-
a lot of the Republicans, since that is your party, they came out and said, "Wait, this was a state level. The state should have been there."
Look, the state should be the first responders, but let's face it, FEMA dropped the ball.
Right.
FEMA has done some good stuff in Florida with some of the hurricanes.
Right.
I know that much.
And no one even brings up the fact that that entire state was devastated by hurricanes, and probably all their communications were down. And it seems like outside help should have came in
When
first.
you see people, I don't care what race, what color, what religion. When you see people laying on the hot streets on a highway,
Were you
laying
laughing?
there dying. Oh, Ron, come on.
I am just checking. I'm
No.
with you. I'm backing you up. I'm trying to figure out where
I
you are
want
with this.
people on the left and people on the right to come to. Just the key word is be reasonable.
All right, would you and Fez, who both supported the war then?
I
would you-
supported the war in Afghanistan, if that's what you want to ask.
No, Iraq. Would you now like to apologize to people like George Clooney and Sean Penn and others that everybody attacked, Janine Garofalo?
No,
That
I
all you
won't
I'll
apologize.
apologize to the Dixie Chicks.
I want to apologize to anyone.
Will you apologize to the Dixie Chicks?
Because these people, first of all, when celebrities come out and make these ridiculous statements, I don't give it much. I used to get upset, but now I just laugh. I mean, let's face it, the Dixie Chicks probably have an IQ combined of 20. You think these girls read books?
But they ended up being right, and you were wrong.
Well,
They were right, and you were wrong.
Even a blind nut gets a squirrel. Even a blind squirrel gets Oh, boy. Hamina. You know, you got me all riled up here. I'm the caffeinated.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah,
and
really.
boom goes the dynamite.
But, you know, all right, go ahead.
Talking about blind nuts. We got to take a break here before we end the show. All right, we'll take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll let the Blowhard run a little bit. What do you want to discuss, Blowhard, when we get back?
Well, guys, you know, what's been really bothering me lately, you know, I told you in an email how I got the absentee ballot for New York because I'll be out of town that day. The ballot came in 4 different languages, the instruction form. And to me, we're creating a Tower of Babel. To me, we're creating just chaos, not having everyone on the same page. And I want to talk about possibly making English, once and for all, the official language of the United States. That's been under my craw for a while.
That's been bugging you a little
We
bit.
can talk Notre Dame football. We can talk Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Whatever you want to talk
But
about.
But the thing that really matters to you is getting behind the English language.
Well, that's a good start because right now New York City is going to spend millions on foreign multilingual report cards and documents.
All right.
People should be learning the goddamn language, and it's not racist. I want to get into a cab. I want a guy to speak English. I go to France. I'm going to learn French. Go to Germany. I'm going to learn
You're
German.
not going anywhere. I know you. You haven't been out of Brooklyn
All right,
yet.
I'm going to Staten Island.
So we'll find out how you feel.
Yeah, when we get back. 866 Ron Zero Fez. We'll be right back with the Blowhard Ron and Fez show.
We now rejoin Ron and Fez's 1,000 Reasons to Hate Memphis. Reason 867.
Memphis is one big flood away from being a part of Arkansas.
Reason 868.
They killed Martin Luther King Jr. Real cool.
Reason 869.
One of their biggest attractions is Mud Island, an island made of shit.
Reason 870.
Fat diabetic B.B. King.
Reason 871.
The Memphis Grizzlies. Is that even a real NBA team?
Reason 872.
W.C. Handy. That's what Memphis hookers call a hand job.
Reason 873.
Fat Elvis and the toilet he died on.
Reason 874.
Jerry the King Lawler. King of what? Retards?
Reason 875.
That movie The Firm made Memphis look even creepier than it is.
Reason 876.
Beale Street. Great, an entire street for drunk old blues guys.
Reason 877.
Mark Cohen's song Walking in Memphis. He didn't get shot in the head soon enough.
Reason 878.
The movie Memphis Belle. It made me cheer for the Nazis.
Reason 879.
Graceland, a tourist attraction with a fat guy buried in the back.
Reason 880.
Inbreds.
We'll be back with more of Ron and Fez's 1,000 Reasons to Hate Memphis.
And boom goes the dynamite.
All right, it's the Ron and Fez show. The Blowhard's here today.
Sorry, Blowhard. There you go.
And
I can talk over the mic. I don't even need a microphone. I can shout out the window.
You're in one of your moods today, I noticed. You're in one of your moods where there's certain things that take place in the country don't make you too happy.
I'm pretty much pissed off most of the time, but it kind of keeps you going. It keeps the blood pressure going. It makes you feel alive to feel angry.
He's got a blog. It's Just Another Blowhard, and boy is he, Just Another
It's
Blowhard.
justanotherblowhard.blogspot.com. And if you really love me and you want to send me your love letters, theblowhard@gmail.com. That's theblowhard@gmail.com. And there's a link on ronfez.net. Let's not forget ronfez.net. Thank you, Bobby Pantera, for that incredible banner ad you put up there. That Bobby Pantera, he would kill for you guys.
Oh.
What a fan that guy is.
Thank you very much.
Great job, Bobby.
You wanted to talk about the English language. You don't hear people speaking English anymore in America.
Well, the truth is, guys, I am not Henry Higgins over here. I butcher the language myself. Okay?
No.
Oh, yes, I do indeed. But it just comes to a point where we're going to create this Tower of Babel.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to a city like Miami, when you go down to Southern California, even in Manhattan, when you go into, say, a polling place to vote, on the wall, Korean, Chinese, Russian. I mean, I understand about the Voter Rights Act for all you eggheads out there.
I know. I accidentally voted for Kim Jong-il.
That's what I mean. It's just, it is so far-fetched that we are not teaching English and making it required to learn.
I know you like history. And when did your family come to this country?
Ellis Island.
Which was in the past 100 years or so?
Definitely 19 teens.
So I'm sure the first generation of your family didn't take to English immediately. And
they wanted to learn. I remember my father telling me how my grandparents, first of all, would never accept charity, welfare.
Right.
And you know the expression, my grandparents or my family, they would never take it. They would just take a broom to the street instead of taking, and that's the way it was with the European immigration of Ellis Island. The people, for the most part, wanted to be American. The people came here, they wanted to work.
But
and
you
they
assume
wanted
these new people don't. And when
Many
most of them
of-
come in from Mexico to work, that's the reason why
All
they
right,
get here.
and I have no problem with that. I understand we need the migrant workers, but can we get a reasonable policy in place where people can't just jump over willy-nilly, back and forth, and on top of that, you have illegal aliens getting free college tuitions, illegal aliens getting licenses. How the hell can you give somebody who's an illegal? I don't use undocumented, guys. I don't go for that word. But an illegal alien in this country is a criminal. We have to have an idea of who's coming into the country.
Right.
It's not a matter, and we can say, oh, well, the blowhard's racist. Well, that's,
we
what?
haven't got to
Call
that
me a
point yet.
racist. I don't fear that word.
will.
All right, well, I know you
Most
don't.
of the spineless politicians, fear being called the R word.
All
To
right,
me, I know it's a matter of common sense.
Republican?
All right, let's do it one at a time.
Retard.
Number one, English language. You can understand in a place where Miami and parts of Texas, Southern California, they still have a lot of immigrants coming in. Why not put those words up there so people
All
can
right,
read along?
here's my thought on that, Ron.
Because some of these people have only been here for less than a year.
Look, it's a matter of necessity at this point, but we have to start addressing a long-term plan to phase people in and to assimilate.
Right.
We have a lot of third world people owning the newsstands in New York, living in the Middle Easterners, Pakistanis, and God bless them, a lot of them are hard-working people. But the problem is they want to hold on to their customs. They refuse to learn the language, and the money they make goes right back to their third world, God forbidden homeland.
All right, no,
They
don't
want
act like the
citizenship.
people here who came in from
Not
Ireland
all.
didn't keep their Irish
Oh, no.
customs. We have a parade in
Believe
the
me,
city.
I have Irish family, and I can't even take a look at Riverdance. It makes me sick.
Right. So, I mean, it's not like the Europeans never sent any money back to Europe. Of course they did. You're just looking at first generation now, and your family has been here for, 4 or 5 generations.
But the bottom line is we're still having people coming into this country who still have these disgusting diseases they're carrying unchecked. How did West Nile ever get here? Tell me.
I thought it was the birds.
I thought it was
mosquitoes.
mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes, yeah. Right.
Encephalitis. How did that get here?
Yeah.
What's wrong with sending money back to your country, to your
family?
If
who
that's
needs
your
help?
main goal, just to come here and not to assimilate and not to want to be a citizen and to not even
But it
want to be a
takes
part.
it takes generations.
Right. And again, another point.
Yeah.
There should be a plan to speed up legal immigration. My brother-in-law was English. He came here. He was treated like he was the Gestapo was after him. And meanwhile, anybody from a third world country, because they want cheap labor in this country, they can do what they want. My brother-in-law, it took him 10 years to become a U.S. citizen.
So you're saying like countries like Mexico those people get into the country easier than someone
it's
from
amazing.
Europe.
Europeans get the shaft on this one.
I never heard this.
Oh, talk to some of your Irish buddies out in Woodside, Queens, or some people out in Bay Ridge. If the Europeans, there's a certain quota.
All right, here's Russell. Russell, you're on with Ron and Fez and the Blowhards with us today.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Blowhard. Hey, Fezzy.
What can we do for you, Russell?
This is Blowhard's absolutely right. This is a bunch of crap. Ron, you've been in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about generational things before the times change. The Mariolita boat lift did not occur in 1995. It occurred in the late 70s. The generation has passed. And
no, they're still the same people, and there's still people coming in and out of Miami. I do agree with you. When you're in Miami and you don't speak Spanish, you're going to have a difficult time getting around that town.
You have a problem in Miami with the black population because they can't get jobs because a lot of them aren't bilingual, and they're feeling the squeeze.
It's no longer the black population. They're all Haitians down there, too. And they've been there for years and generations. When my father came to this country, he was required by law to go back into the military. He had to learn English. There was no pandering. Now you can't buy anything from Walmart without it having two different languages on it.
All right, thank you. See, you're making an effect. It's the voice that hasn't been spoken yet that you're doing, except for Hannity, Bill O'Reilly, Savage.
Well, listen,
just about
Ronnie,
everybody on the radio.
Ronnie,
but it's a new way of saying it.
No, it just comes to be reasonable, and we cannot be disarmed by these false charges of, well, if you believe that, you're a racist, because politicians, it's the same in the radio business. You write one letter to a sponsor with a letterhead, and you got these corporate morons, these spineless morons on Madison Avenue.
Well, who backs them up? Your party, the Republican Party.
Well, I don't believe in the right-wing party that the Republicans has turned into. I told you that.
You're talking about more the business part of that. The Republican Party is the corporate part.
But it's all
about taking
the
care
Democrats
of
aren't corporate, Ronnie. Come on.
About taking care of big corporations.
Let's talk about
Earl.
the trial lawyers.
Earl, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I know, that was a leap. How you doing, Earl?
Let me tell you something. I agree with that blowhard.
Thank you. Amen.
Hey, we don't need no fucking camel jockeys.
No, you got to be nice.
Oh, jeez.
Fez, being a Lutheran, we're all God's children.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Some are step.
We don't know our ass from a hole in the ground. We're redneck. We're redneck. We're keeping the niggers down.
Boy, the Blowhard Nation is responding. Here is Bob. Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Yeah, good, buddy.
Listen, I just want to address how naive and short-sighted guys like Bob are
Blowhard.
and how they need to be set straight about this whole Iraq issue.
Go ahead.
First off, we needed as a country to have a reason to go in a path of least resistance to put our combat troops in the middle of our enemy in the Middle East. Iraq was that path of least resistance. The American public wouldn't have allowed us to send combat troops anywhere else except Iraq. By us being there, we have combat troops on the ground where we can move to, in 4 to 6 hours, we can have our troops in the capitals of cities of these countries that want to see us dead.
So we're not leaving, no matter what happens.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
We'd be foolish to until we put this whole threat to bed.
All right. So why? And
Now,
I'm gonna,
if I could just address one other thing
no,
real quick. Ron.
before I'm going to say I agree with you that we're not leaving. And when everyone talks about the exit strategy, I don't think there is one. I don't think anybody wants us to go.
Terrorism threats are gone. There is no one.
But why do we still keep listening to people telling us these lies? That's what bugs me.
Well, that's what I want.
Because the American people would not accept this. If you came out and said, listen, this is a dangerous area, we're going to send 2 or 3 divisions of combat troops, and we're going to just put them in this country that we call Syria. They would have never allowed it to happen. And we're going to go and we're going to put it, and you couldn't have put, everybody says, well, they were in Afghanistan. Well, if you looked at a map, Afghanistan, there is no way you can go from Afghanistan to anywhere else in the Middle East without putting your troops back on boats or going through Iran or going through Russia.
Right. So I agree with you 100%, Bob, and I think you're the only person telling the truth. But the thing is, the American people are children, and we can't have the truth told to us.
That
is
is
that right?
so true.
We're naive.
Yeah.
There's a dumbing down in this country, and basically, when you see a president repeating himself over and over again, a guy who can't even make a sentence, a guy who just tells us to stay the course and we're going to fight for freedom for these people. These people don't know freedom. These people have to experience freedom. The elections are moving along pretty smoothly. There's negotiations every day with the Sunnis going on.
Right.
And it's going to happen. It's going to take time.
Of course.
But
So
my
now
problem is I want the government to tell me what the hell is the truth. I don't want weapons of mass destruction, and then I don't want another... Excuse me?
Blowhard, people they're not going to accept it.
You
They're
wanted
never gonna
out just
accept
a little while ago, Blowhard. You
No,
wanted us out
I
of there.
want this debacle to end, but I
Yeah,
don't
it's
want
not
to
a
just cut and
debacle.
run.
Have you seen what's going on there? The stuff that happened in Lebanon with the Lebanese people standing up to the Syrians. Do you think that would have ever happened if we didn't have 3 divisions sitting there in Iraq?
Look, that was an amazing thing that happened in Lebanon.
Amazing things weren't happening before that. You put your foot. You
You got to give credit to the people of the area. The Lebanese people basically are taking a stand.
Yeah, but why do you think they're doing that? Because they know they have an army to support them right at the border.
But is it worth losing American lives? Where is the
long term, buddy?
But long term, it's easy for us to sit here as like chicken hawks and think about our soldiers who go into the military, reservists who haven't been home in 2 years, who are just getting slaughtered.
I was in the military. I'm a West Point grad. I served my country, and
I thank you for that, because I do support our military. I'm not a bleeding heart left winger, but we have to be reasonable and say that we have to get out of there. We have to build up the Iraqi military. We have to do what we can. But
Everybody
we cannot
says that.
continue. We cannot continue with the loss of life on a regular basis.
But you got to understand in terms of loss of life. You don't ever want to see any. As a commander, you never want to see any of your troops die. It's you never want to see that happen. But you have to look long-term strategic picture. Long-term strategic picture. We're in the heart of our enemies.
And do you trust this administration, my friend? Do you trust Donald Rumsfeld, a man who writes letters to the families of dead soldiers using a photocopy or a stamp pad?
Rubber stamp.
Wasn't that? I mean, how insensitive.
Yeah, but that's because they used to send telegrams back in World War.
Right, but the point I'm making is that the people that are in power now.
That's a bureaucratic thing.
Can we get a straight answer? And don't give me this to people. The American people will support a just war.
Are you kidding me? If we went to them and we said, "Listen, we have to go in and we have to move 2 divisions into the heart of Syria."
Never would have happened.
Never would have happened.
But then again, where was the welcome to the American troops when they came in there with the flowers? Where was the welcome?
But you hear his point.
No, you're making a great point.
Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
If you don't, Americans have to be kicked in the ass to get them to do it. World War II, we had to have a Pearl Harbor to get us to attack in World War II, to get involved in a World War II in a major scale. The Lusitania in World War I. There has to be a major cataclysmic event.
But I don't think that you can compare this to World War II.
American people are American people. It's the same culture year after year.
Now we're talking. It's a big shift from 1941 to It's a big shift. And the bottom line is this: I supported the war. Ron will tell you. Fez will tell you. I supported the war.
You supported the war because you thought that they were.
I took college.
It's the only reason why.
The reason
He's
I was
right,
told
because of weapons of mass destruction.
I was told
That's
that
what
they
I
were.
thought.
That's right.
And he's saying
we need to move 2 divisions, 3 divisions into Syria because we think that because Syria is supporting terrorism.
So now you want to attack Syria?
Listen. Here's what he's saying, Blowhard. The reason why you supported the war is because the military and the government has to lie to the hayseeds every once in a while.
It was a clear
to get
and present
you all
danger.
nervous about it, so that you'll believe them and they'll get 2 free years out of you.
Exactly.
You did exactly what they needed.
And I fell for it, and I admit it. But
and
my
this is from a West Point graduate telling you this is the way it
I
works.
salute him. But I still think.
Doesn't get it.
Oh, no, I do get it. Don't give me that. I come in here. It's
Appreciate
like
the salute.
I'm telling you, I get bitch slapped by.
No, my brother was in the first Gulf War. He was one of the first guys to go in.
What side?
The Tuskegee Airmen.
No,
Thanks, Bob.
And when he came back, I was like, "Hey, what was it like?" You asked the general questions.
Right.
What it was, and to this day, he's bitter. He's angry and he's bitter. He goes, "We blew it. We could." And he mentioned, we could have had the divisions in there. He goes, we could have took that whole region.
Wasn't it your brother's line that no Viet Cong ever called him the N-word? Wasn't that his line?
That was Ali.
Oh, yeah, that's still a great line.
What is it? I ain't got no call.
All right,
no
Blowhard,
Viet Cong.
what Bob was saying from West Point is sometimes they have to lie to us like it's P.T. Barnum.
Oh, exactly.
They got to treat us like we're hayseeds and rubes. Some of the rubes bought it. You and Fez went for it, hook, line, and
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Hook, line, and sinker. And now it's time you got to deal with it. You can't have it both ways.
Look, I should have learned my lesson after General Westmoreland in Vietnam.
Right.
But when Colin Powell made that speech at the UN, it was enough for me to at least know that the attack on Iraq was justified. I believed it, like most people. And those who were saying we should have went in the first place, they're the same people who say we shouldn't have gone to Afghanistan.
What's frustrating is when the lies are found out, like Iraq, was in on 9/11. And then, and it's proven and it's shown and it's obvious and it's out there, and then you still hear the vice president bringing it up constantly.
Here's what you need to understand, Fezzi, because I don't think any of you guys are paying attention to it. It's not and never has been about Al-Qaeda. That was used. The last caller just said it's about getting our troops over there for wars that haven't happened yet or may happen or whatever. It's for their own strategy. Nothing to do with Al-Qaeda.
But don't forget,
nothing to do with any of the stuff that we normally see on the news and we talk about.
Don't forget, Saddam Hussein did put a death plot on George Bush's father. And when you want to assassinate a foreign leader, that alone is grounds for war.
Yeah, but that's not why we're there. And
no, but I'm just saying,
right.
Saddam Hussein did have a death plot.
You're still going back, and you're following along the wrong thing.
No, I'm not following. I don't want to see. I mean, let's face it. The number of troops are down. How are we going to get division in division when we're using reservists who haven't been home in years?
They had a horrible.
Because they're not done with us yet.
Yeah, they had a horrible.
So you're saying there's going to be a draft?
I'm saying somewhere along the line, this thing has to get bigger and
that
bigger.
which means
it's either
a
going to
draft.
get smaller and smaller or bigger and bigger. That's up to those people. That's the ones that you guys already
Will there
gave
be a draft?
That's the ones you guys already gave the power to. I probably is going to depend on the next election. I don't think there's going to be one in the next 2 years. The president can't get it pulled off right now. Here's Aaron. Aaron, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, Ron. Hi, Fez. I disagree. Blowhard almost had me with the conservative things, but then he whined about people getting killed in war. I thought he said he was into history, but history shows you people die, and we're fighting.
It's called dying for a cause, dying for a legitimate reason. That's what dying in a war is all about. When the Nazis and the Japanese were fighting our guys and taking over the world, that was a legitimate cause to lose life.
No, you don't.
And for me to sit here in this studio in New York City and say, yeah, sure, send 100,000 troops here. Send 100. I mean, what the hell? I mean,
where do you think we should fight them at? We have to fight them somewhere.
We have to go where we have to go to get the Taliban. We did that. Iraq we're there now. We just can't back out. We're stuck there. But we have to find a way to get out of this. I am not one of those neocons who believes in the philosophy that Ron was just mentioning about keeping our troops there for future war. That is not what I believe in.
But they tricked you into it. They
All right,
tricked
well,
you into
it. I took a leap of faith, and I thought Colin Powell was an honorable man, and it turns out he got duped too. They gave Colin Powell the shaft.
Are you saying he's just another? Is that what you're saying about Colin Powell?
Oh.
No, come on.
I mean, if we weren't on the air.
That's Condi Rice. No.
All right. Earl, what do you got, buddy?
Well, that philosophy is being used in North Korea. We still have troops in Korea. We've been there over 50 years.
When have we ever brought our troops back? We
Yeah,
still got them down south. We haven't let that go. Why do you think most of the bases are down south? Jimmy, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Fezzy.
What's up, buddy? Go ahead, pal.
Hey, listen, man. I was with Blowhard for pretty much everything, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, everything.
Yeah,
But
sure. He had you there.
I'm behind Bob, or the West Point guy. It's the oldest play in the book, brothers. You got to go and beat up the weak fucker to get in there and be effective. You know, if you don't understand war, you can understand football.
It's not a matter of understanding war. It's not that we don't support the military. In fact, I support the military, and the troops are in my prayers, and I wish the troops the best. But we cannot just throw troops.
Understand. How many people died on 9/11? Everybody. 4 days later, George Bush stood on top of that pile of rubble with the firemen, and every
Yeah, he
son
stood
of a
on the
bitch in
grave.
this country,
I'll never forget that. I'll never forget it.
Shit. He stood up there, and every goddamn one of us said, "Go get him, Georgie. Go
Not
get him,
me,
Georgie."
bro.
We were fucking mad.
And meanwhile, Osama is still in a cave.
And you know what?
You're that's un-American to say you didn't say you wanted to get somebody's ass.
Bro, you don't have to fucking. Hey, bro, and you sitting in Iowa never have to fucking ever tell me about 9/11, okay? But I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'll tell you a lot of stuff about 9/11. But listen, buddy, how many people did in the first hour of D-Day? We lost 3,000.
So you're comparing World War II to what's happening with this debacle? Why don't you read a book? Why don't you learn about history, buddy?
He's on your side. He's one of the people full. This was you 6 months ago. This was you 6 months ago. This was your exact same
supported
opinion.
Colin Powell. I thought Colin Powell was giving us the gospel. I believed in what was going on. I believed in the mission, like most Americans. And a lot of those people are now realizing about the dupes, being duped, and it's not a matter of being anti-soldier, anti-troop. You know, God bless our troops. And you shut up down there in Iowa with your fucking cornfields. We had enough with the 9/11 over here.
What are you talking about, Blowhard?
He likes you.
You know what I like, Blowhard? You always come in here in a calm mood. You get all the callers just all laying back and laughing.
I think next time I'm going to try decaf.
Fezzy, that's it for us.
Guys, it was a pleasure. I got to tell you, you guys are looking great. It's great to have you back. And if you have the XM and you're going for that free trial, all my cheapskate relatives, get the damn XM. It'll change your life.
Thank you, Blowhard.
Lock of the week, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish, take them, getting the 12 points at home against number 1 ranked Southern Cal.
Wow.
And also a TiVo alert for this weekend.
Good.
Saturday night on ESPN, it's the Contender rematch.
All right.
Sergio Mora versus Peter Manfredo
Great
Jr.
show. Great show.
Hey, Peter.
With Fonzie, number 1 dad, and Jesse Stinkley on the undercard.
That'll be good. Good stuff. All right, Blowhard, thanks a lot for
Guys,
being in.
always a pleasure. And again, if you want to send your love notes, theblowhard@gmail.com. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, everybody, we'll see you Monday after O&A. Take care.
See ya! See ya!
The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.